Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome to another live stream on the channel. We're playing a bit of more of a laid-back game tonight than something that I would normally play, and I figured it would be kind of a good way to relax after playing a bit of a frantic game of Oxygen Not Included last night. This game is Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, which is a little funny because it's only 2017, but the game's already out. So basically, we're running our own little shop. If you're not familiar with the game or you haven't seen any of the videos I've put out of it so far, we basically have our own little mechanic shop, and we have to kind of service cars, and we can go hunt for cars in different areas. So in this scenario here, this is my little shop that I've been building. But you can also go out and you can find like cars at car auctions. You can search in barns to try to find cars that you can recover from wrecks and get different pieces and stuff. You can go to the junkyard and do the same thing. There's some like test tracks and stuff you can drive the cars on. But what I've been doing lately has been kind of trying to level up a little bit in between videos. And as you play through the game, you gain these levels that give you access to ways that you can expand on your garage, and then also you can expand on your abilities with different things like. This skill here, for example, lets me screw and unscrew bolts like 100% faster, which kind of helps everything kind of fly along a little bit when you're doing repairs and stuff. So, in order to get leveled up and unlock different sections of my garage that give me more things that I can do, like this one here is like this is the paint bay, I think. Yeah, this is the paint shop, so that you can actually spray paint cars that you've repaired and stuff. I kind of have to do a lot of car servicing, and I thought, you know, rather than just playing the game in between all by myself, it'd be kind of neat to do a little bit of a stream, see if maybe people are interested. I can follow the chat a little bit easier, so hi everyone that's already in the chat so far. It gives me a chance to kind of talk to people a little bit. I can pay a little more attention on something like this than I can on Oxygen Not Included when the wheels are falling off the bus and I'm running around trying to keep all my duplicates from dying off. So yeah, I mean, what we're going to do tonight is basically just work on some cars. We're going to try and do a little bit of leveling up, which shouldn't be all that hard because every time we do a little bit of work on a car, we ultimately gain a little bit of experience, and that gives us an opportunity to kind of level up a bit. And then I thought maybe too, if we get a chance, we'll go maybe try and hunt around for some stuff. I want to try and get to a level where I can go into the junkyard and go hunting for car parts there, because I guess you can make a bunch of money off of that. You can find a car that you can recover there and then bring it back to your shop and try to repair it and build it all up. I don't have the skills yet to do the body work. I have to get to be a higher level. But once we can do that, then we can kind of restore a whole car. And you can do like the painting and everything, sell them at auctions. It's kind of cool. Again, very, very laid back game. I do like the graphics and the gameplay and stuff on it, but it's definitely not, it's not like a high energy game or anything. I need a front exhaust section for this thing. So this is just a car that oh man, I wasn't expecting there to be quite so many options. This is a car that I already had on the lift from when I was just playing, but we'll bring in another one. Whoops. Bring in another one soon. I can show you how that all kind of works from the beginning. So I need front exhaust section turbo. I need to start remembering to label these pieces before I pull them off too. Front exhaust section, where can't I see the turbo? Alright, I'm thoroughly blind. Let's just type it in. Oops. Front exhaust section turbo. Oh yeah, of course that's not what it says. It's not really an open city sort of game. No, it's basically you're kind of you're concentrated in your garage, and then you go to specific locations to go hunt for different things. And you can sell the bad parts to make money off them. Yeah, I did find that recently. So I've largely just kind of been skipping the bad parts. But as it turns out, you can actually bring them back, and you can kind of repair them up a little bit to a certain amount. And then when they're repaired, then you can sell them off, or you can even sell them off without repairing them and kind of put a little bit of extra money in your pocket. I actually took the turbocharger off this, and I can't access it from down here, so I'm gonna have to. I gotta bring the car down off the lift here. Yeah, I know it's kind of a neat little game. I mean, I think this is probably a bit of a niche game because there's gonna be people who are super interested in this kind of thing. Come on, come on. There we go. There are going to be people who are super interested in this kind of thing that are maybe really big car people. I'm not like a super big car person, but I like taking things apart and putting them back together. That's kind of my job in real life, even though it's not maybe mechanical parts that I'm doing it with. So maybe that's why this kind of appeals to me, but I don't know. I've been a little bit obsessed with it lately. I think I've killed a few hours on a free night a couple times already, just like sitting here doing car after car after car. So I thought it'd be cool to chat with people at least this time. What kind of car do I want to work on? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, the Shelby Cobra is kind of cool. There's a bunch of those, but I can't tell whether they're just supposed to be like little kit ones or whether they're actually the authentic Shelby Cobra. I don't even know if it makes a difference in this game. They kind of look the same. Although I wouldn't mind playing, fooling around with like a Dodge Challenger or something either. Let's bring in another car. I'm gonna get. I have one of these ones here that's. They call these ones. What do they call it? Story orders, which I guess kind of help progress things. They often have like a ton of repairs and stuff you have to do on them. They pay really well. So let's see what this deal is. When driving through another city, I didn't notice a speed bump. Please check out the front suspension, because I have the impression that something's not right. Funny thing is, usually when they say that something's not right, it usually means they totally obliterated the bottom of their car. Hey, James, how's things? Yeah, I mean, it's, I think it's out on PS4 and Xbox One as well. Oh, wow. All right, we got a lot to figure out in this car. So sometimes it'll tell you, like, specifically the parts that need to be swapped out, and then it's really just a job of going and finding them and making the changes, and those ones are usually the really fast repairs. This is one of the few cars I've had come into the shop that isn't covered in rust. But we're going to take this one out for a test drive on the test track, and that'll give me an idea of some of the issues the car might have if it's anything related to suspension and things, particularly since they smashed the underside of the car on speed bump. This should give us some information. Whatever it doesn't give us, we can try running a test path on it too, and that'll give us some stuff also. Yeah, this is my second job. I'm an auto repairman. Man, the road looks really funny. It's got all kinds of weird, like, pixelation to it. That's unusual. So they've been really active in putting out patches for this game too, and hotfixes and stuff. Because I guess when it came out, it had a number of issues with it. It has lots of optimization opportunities still, because it's really not well optimized. Oh, almost smashed the wall. Oh, terrible driving with the keyboard. I really need to plug in a controller. Man, there's something like seriously wrong with the graphics on the test track here. It doesn't normally look this, I don't know, staticky. It's weird. Nobody go. Alright, so this is just a short test track, and then we're going to stop here in the green. Or a little past the green. There we go. That should give us a little information about the car. Hopefully it'll reveal some of the problems with it. A lot of time you can just put it up on the lift, and with this game, if there's a problem with a piece, it's usually rusted looking. So if there's a piece that has lots of rust on it, it's almost guaranteed to be something you have to take off. But swap it out with some new pieces. You can kind of repair some of the pieces you take off too, but it seems to be really, really limited in what you can fix. Okay, yeah, speed bump. I doubt it. It looks like they ran over a cow. Tie rod ends, it's okay. We do both inner tie rods, both outer tie rods, sway bars, drive axles. Yeah, this car is just a mess. All right. Let's get it up on the lift. We can pull out all that stuff from underneath. And then we'll probably have to do a little hunting around to find out some of the other issues. I actually uploaded a video of Subnautica today, so if you haven't seen that, that should be on the channel right now. I do plan to do another stream of Subnautica, but I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be, simply because I'm kind of at that point in the game where there's a lot of like hunting around to go from place to place. I spent a whole pile of time hunting for the fragments that I needed, and that's not the most exciting thing to watch. So, nope. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. How do I get out of here? Escape! Escape! Escape's not working! I've got it like set up so I'm like doing the interior or something. I don't want to do that. What happened? Alright. Let's get back under here. There we go. That's what I want to do. Alright, so we're going to need to inspect some stuff here. Look, I can tell that this suspension arm is toast here. So this is one that the test didn't pick up on. But the lower suspension arm is just rocked. Let's see if this thing's any good. Oh, I can't test the shock absorber without taking it off. The spring's fine, but I can't tell the shock absorber. Let's start taking stuff apart. It's my favorite part. Just rip it all off. Oh, yeah, it's toast. See, like, this one's really rusted. And even though it didn't come up as, like, telling me it was something I had to fix, you can tell just by the amount of rust on it that it's toast. Oops, I gotta get this off first. No, tires first. Drat. Get our wheel off of here. What's going on? Come on. There we go. Man. This game is a little funny. Like, sometimes in order to take a piece off the car, you've got to, like, inspect the piece before you do anything with it. Even if it tells you that it's a piece that you already know is toast and it has to be taken apart. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, there we are. Get that off of here. Get all these rusted pieces out. And I just realized I forgot to make notes again. So there's this little note feature so that when you're actually when you're in the store buying the pieces, you have a shopping list you can reference. Otherwise, you have to kind of like memorize it all, and that's really kind of a pain. So I constantly forget to label them so that I remember to, oops, so that I remember what I need to buy, and then I'm constantly flipping between windows. So I kind of edit a lot of that like back and forth out, fortunately for you guys, but I'm trying to get in the habit of remembering to do this. Man, there's a lot of wasted parts on this car. All right, so that's toast. I can actually see there's some. Looks like the radiator's toast up there too. I'll deal with that after. Get over here. We're gonna need to get this wheel off. I like the graphics on this game. The way that it cuts away and you can see like all the inner parts and the engine and everything looks it's awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. Outer tie rod, which I actually already labeled these, so I don't have to grab the label for that to get both of these. Did I hit the suspension arm? I can't remember. Just to make sure we'll get it. There we go. Shock absorber's got to go, but let's get this out of here first. Oh, you know what? I didn't tag the little sway bar end there. Nice. Man, I wish all the parts in a real auto shop came off this easy. Alright, so that's all of our suspension pieces I think we're going to have to take care of. There might be some bushings, but we'll see how that looks. Now, if we check the car, even though we didn't do everything yet, we can see all the different pieces we took off, and it's identified that these are pieces we need to take care of. There's 2 more pieces that are undiscovered we'll have to find. This game was not free. I think it was like $20 though, which was a really reasonable price. I know there's been some issues with it after launch where people were saying that it really wasn't performing very well. Optimization wise, they still need to do a bunch of work on it, even though it's a full version of a game that rolled out. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. I have noticed though that I can't run it on the highest graphic settings, or the mouse pointer gets super sluggish, which is really kind of a shame because the computer should be able to run it, but even high-end machines apparently have trouble with it. We need front shock absorber. Oh, I didn't notice if I need the shock absorber cap. And I forgot to buy 2 of them. Yeah, you kind of have to remember the things you need to buy 2 of. But I mean, so here's the shopping list that I was building as I was taking some of the parts off. You can kind of click on them, and then you choose to make notes about it, and that will give you the chance to see a shopping list while you're in the store. I constantly forget to do it though. I kind of wish it would just build the shopping list automatically for you so that you don't have to worry about it. And actually, I forgot to check and see if I can repair any pieces too. Now, I know the drive axles, I don't think I can repair anyway. So I'm going to grab those. But let's go see. This is my repair bench over here. And some of the parts that you take off the car, you'll have a chance to repair them. Apparently, apparently nothing I took off of this car, though. Yeah, it's like 10% off or something right now. It was actually 10% off the day that I bought it, but... You know, the funny thing is, for like a $20 game, I'll spend more money than that going to a movie for one night. Like, it's $20 for the movie ticket to see a movie for 2 hours. Plus, you know, $100 for snacks, because they just abuse the heck out of you when you want to get something at the concession. And I broke the piece. Alright, so I couldn't use that one in this car anyway, but I was just going to try and sell the piece if I could fix it. But alright, we need more parts. Gets me the more parts. All right. So, and I've noticed, like, of the people that are playing it, there's 2 types of people. The people that are like really into cars and stuff. So this is like just the super cool game for them. And then those of us who like cars but aren't super knowledgeable about them. And in some ways, it's almost like a learning experience because you kind of figure out where stuff is on the car that you might not have known of otherwise. I need a lower suspension arm. It'd also be nice if I could just click on my shopping list and have it like select the items in the store for me. But what are you gonna do? I guess real websites don't work that way either. Sway bar, front, oops, and there we go. Link A, I need 2 of these. Bammo. Where did I find the moonpool fragments? Actually, I hunted all over the place for them, and then I finally gave up and I looked it up online, and I ended up finding them in a wreck that was in the mountain biome. And there was lots of lots of the fragments in there. So I could have made like a couple moon pools with the amount of fragments I found in that one wreck after searching high and low all over the place for the silly things. Ended up they were just kind of all in one place. I could have just got them all at once. I thought I bought the front shock absorber. Oh no. Okay, so I forgot I gotta take the shock absorber apart, which will tell me actually if I need the cap for this thing, which I probably do, because that might be the well, no, it's set up as like 2 pieces that I haven't identified yet, so I don't think it would be the cap. I know the rad is one because I can see it's all rusted out. Oh, the Escapist 2, I totally want to play that, and I'm so jealous that I'm seeing all these channels that already have that game, and I don't have it yet. Why do I search? I can find everything under suspension. Only because there's multiple types of each part. So, like, if I go in here and I look under suspension, there's, like, I don't know, I'd have to scroll through the list and try to find and read and click them all. And I guess I could do that. It might actually be quicker if I did that. I don't know, I'm just getting used to hunting for the individual pieces I need. Alright, if we reassemble this, let's see if the spring was good. I knew it. I was going to need the caps. Alright. So if I need the shock absorber caps, there it is there. That is definitely faster than searching. if it's a simple piece like that. Some of the ones where they're like... I guess this would probably be faster if I scrolled through, to be honest. Have you watched anyone doing any gameplay of the Escapist yet, Caitlin? There we go. Pull this all together. Sit and wait for this thing to do its fancy little stretch jobby. Well, this isn't going to be a high energy stream, I don't think, Jack. So we probably won't need a ton of mod support here. All you super rowdy car people. Take apart this. Oh no! That's not the one I want to take apart. I want to take apart the one that's broken. There we go. Yeah. So a whole bunch of I noticed a whole bunch of like the big YouTubers. They must have been sent a copy of it because I saw Markiplier play it, Dragast, Blitz, Jacksepticeye. I know there's a bunch of others. Splattercat Games, I think I saw play it. I haven't watched all the videos of it, but I've noticed a bunch of people playing it. It looks like a really fun little game. I kind of want to try it out. The shame is that by the time the game comes out in like late August, there'll already be like a ton of videos up there from all those like huge channels, which makes it a little hard to kind of get your stuff seen. Okay, so I need to put those shocks back in here. Assemble. Alright, get our tie rods back together. I wonder how this would play on a console with a controller. I mean, definitely the driving would be easier with a controller, and I should probably go grab mine and plug it in so that I have it available for when I have to drive the car around. Because keyboard driving really stinks. But, like, all the little finicky, like, part picking and stuff, I don't know. I could see on a controller that being a bit of a nuisance. Ah, messed up my start pattern. Alright, that's one side of our suspension. We'll throw this one together. Hopefully this one pays well. I think the stuff that I found that seems to... Oh, wait a minute. Is this rotor toast? Or this disc, rather? No, it's fine. It's just rusty on the edge. What about this? The knuckle cover? Nope, I guess it's all fine. Thought I saw an extra bunch of rust there. Get our lower suspension arm back on here. It is nice that you can get upgrades to make this stuff go faster, because when I first started, like, it takes a while. Whoops. It takes a while to like bolt and unbolt things all the time. Never really cared about being a mod on YouTube either. Yeah, yeah. Caitlin just kind of sort of fell into it by virtue of presence, and I think Ray really wanted her to do it. There we go. Sweet. All right, that'll take care of, I think, most of it. We'll get this tire back on. I can scroll out a little bit. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. What am I missing? It's not giving me the option to put the tire back on yet. What did I miss? I've got my tie rod ends. I've got... Oh, here it is here. The sway bar end. That's what I was missing. Perfect. Sweet. So the radiator will be one more piece, and then maybe the fan in there's messed up too. Oh man, I messed up my pattern again. It's a little hard when I'm just swinging the mouse around. Hi, Explorer 554. How's things? The modification station fragments I found in that same wreck, actually, in the mountain biome. So I finished off 2 things in one place. I got the fragments for the modification station, and I also got the fragments for my moon pool, which is sweet. Actually, this housing might be toast. Yep, it was at 9%, so we need a housing and we'll need a radiator. The store, brakes, exhaust. I guess I don't know. I guess not. I thought there might be a section for like cooling, but oops. But apparently not. So we need radiator A. We'll grab that, and then we need. I think it was just the fan housing we need, or was it fan housing B? I don't remember. Don't remember. She's trying to convince you. Was trying to convince you to become one, and I didn't really want the responsibility. Then she got you. Oh, so I can take it away if you don't want it. I mean. This isn't like forced labor camp or anything. Ooh, good thing I didn't grab it. It's actually fan housing B. I almost grabbed the wrong one. Would have wasted some cash. Fan housing B. There we go. This back in. Sweet. Look at that. There's another job down. Let's see how much cash we made off this mess. Survey says, all right, we got all the pieces back in. Everything's a green check mark. We spent $1,280. Man, a lot of parts on that. Total payout was $1,986, so we made like $700 bucks or whatever off that. I built up quite a bit relative to where I was. So I made like $45,000, and I think on the last video I was somewhere around $20,000. So you can see that I kind of did a bunch of work. The Cyclops fragments are kind of all over. There's a whole bunch of them that are over by. I got nothing to work with. That figures. There's a whole bunch of parts that are over by the Aurora itself, and then you can also find a bunch of fragments in like. Can I do this quickly? No, I can't. Good. There's also a bunch of fragments that you can find in like the mushroom biomes. If you're wondering what I'm doing now, is you take all these parts off the car, you end up building them all up in your like little personal inventory, and sometimes you can fix the parts on your bench. Not very many of them, but some of them you can. And the rest of them, whoops, yeah, I want to sell that. Oh, I did fix that crankshaft bearing. It didn't tell me I did. Sweet. Sell that for 21 bucks. And the rest of them you just end up selling off, so it ends up being chump change. But there's no select all function or multi-select, so you end up having to do them one at a. Whoops, I just sold some parts I didn't mean to. You end up having to do them like one at a time. It's kind of frustrating. I'm really hoping they come up with a better way to do that. All right. I want to go check out a barn. Let's go hunt around, see if we can find some junk. Apparently, if we grab some pieces from the barn, even if we don't find a car that we can grab, then the parts we bring back, we can actually we can sell those off and make a little bit of extra cash too, which is kind of neat. I wish it was this easy to fix a car. Also, I mean, for the most part, like putting things on and taking things off the car isn't so bad. I find the diagnostics are the thing that always kicked my butt. That whole thing of like, so my dad was a mechanic, and my uncle was a mechanic, and he restored a lot of like really old cars. So he had the Model T and Model A, a few other classic cars, and he was part of like one of those classic car restoring clubs or whatever, antique car clubs. So he was super good at all that stuff. Never really my forte. So I worked around on things with him a little bit, but the diagnostics part was always the part that I never really got a good grasp on. I could take pieces on and off, no issue with that, obviously. Figuring out what I needed to do, that was the adventure. Oh, look at this wreck. A couple of the cars that I've seen a few Dodge Challengers. I've seen, wait a minute. What do we got here? Sakura. What is that? The hard part with this game is that not everything is... they don't have everything named after the actual brand names because they didn't pay for the licensing for everything. So they've got like Mazda, I think, and Dodge, and other than that, they have like these weird car names that are supposed to be something else. I mean, the back of this thing almost looks like a Cadillac. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, hey, it might be. Sakura would be a strange name for one, though. All right, let's see. What would it cost to buy this thing? $27,000, so we could technically afford this. Let me try inspecting it, see if that alters the price. So, the nice thing when you can check it out and it shows like all the components that go into the car, which is neat. Apparently, I'm not allowed to look farther than the engine department. Paint upgrade for the garage. Yeah. So, I don't have that upgrade. So, kind of what I'm thinking is that unless I get a car that's really cool and I want to do the entire thing like top to bottom, I'm wondering if maybe I can actually just grab some of these and fix up the mechanical components and sell it. Because you can't do any body work until you get to the point where you've unlocked those different bays. What's the interior of this thing? I mean, the outside of it looks like heck. I mean, I don't know who would want to buy it, but I'm gonna grab this. I think this is the first one I think I can actually afford. Everything else has been like $45,000 or $50,000, so I'm gonna buy it. That's $27,000 gone out of my 45. How quickly it goes. The Screw Moon. I'm gonna put it in the car parking. We can go check that out later. Yeah, the paint upgrade is like the last one that you unlock too, which is kind of a bummer. Hopefully I get some money. I can recover some money off of these parts. Get a little bit back for what I just spent on that wreck. There we go. Just about cleared this place up, I think. Maybe not. Give me the junks. Probably should have looked and see whether there were any of these pieces are actually for that car I just grabbed, but it wasn't exactly disassembled. More junk? No more junk? I guess that's it. Alright, so all these junk pieces that we just found in here, that some of them which are in horrible condition we have to pay for, but it seems as though you can actually sell them, when you get them back to your shop, you can sell them for more than you paid to buy them, so on the plus side, wow, there's actually a lot in here. I thought I had it all, and I'm still finding more. Alright, what's this going to cost me? Go home. What do we got? So $3,790 worth of parts. There's a few things in here that are in green condition, but most of the rest of them are really kind of toasted. I'm just going to sell the whole works anyway, because I don't really need it. And I don't have the expansion from my garage yet that actually gives me like a storage area where I can take the materials and put them in storage, but yeah, the ambiance in that place is like super loud. I'm sorry if it's like blowing you away. I don't know what it is, but like the ambient sound when you go into those little barn finds is just crazy. The full game of what isn't out yet? Caitlin, are you talking about the Escapist 2 or something else? So let's check out all those pieces that I grabbed. I have like I have a ton of pieces in here I don't need. I'm just gonna sell the whole works. So it cost me $3,790. I have $14,679 right now. Let's see how much we actually end up making out of this. Oh, you know what? I should see if there's any pieces I can fix first. I only have about a 50% chance of fixing any given piece. Oh, wow. Really? Out of that whole pile of scrap that I just grabbed out of that barn, there's one piece that I'm allowed to try and fix. You know what? I'm gonna keep that. If I screw it up, I'm gonna get even less money out of it. Let's just sell everything. Clean out the whole inventory. It's a cryptic sales event. Everything about me must go. Oh my gosh, I wish there was a select all. This is really kind of killer. Show me the money. Show me the money. All right. So it's what was that? 16,700 and change. So we sold that for. I might have made a tiny profit there. Not much. But we got back to like $20,000 though. I don't know. I think if I had more pieces I could have repaired, I could have made a little bit more money off that. But really, like one piece out of that whole pile of scrap that I was allowed to even try, that was just crazy. Oh, but Subnautica, yeah, yeah. The full version of Subnautica is supposed to, or the final release of it is supposed to be in September, I think. Apparently, most of the barn finds are rare manufacturers, which is why you can sell for more. The barn finds are. Do you mean like in terms of the car or in terms of the pieces? Because, I mean, a lot of those pieces were kind of junk. I know that when you get to the point where you can go to the junkyard, apparently you can find some real, like some of the rarer sport pieces there. Yeah, exactly. You can buy stuff in the junkyard and immediately flip it, but I don't have access to the junkyard yet. And I don't know if you can just flip the cars. Like I don't know. I think the only place you can sell the cars is by auction. And I don't have access to the auction yet. Intake manifold, V8. That's kind of cool. What do we got here? Give me some more junk. I want to get some green stuff in here. Oh, what do I got here? Ooh, a Royale GTR. Again with the fake brand names. I think that, I mean, from what I've seen of the body style, the Royales look like it might be like the Buick kind of thing. I'll never check that. This looks like almost the same garage. It's got the same junk. That is one ugly little car. Let's buy that thing. Or not. Ooh, we take manifold. Oh, what do we hear? Oh, that's sweet. Is that an Impala? I think this might be an Impala. It's the Supernaturals car. Can I buy it? How much is this thing? Oh, 32,000. No, thank you. That's pretty cool though. So expensive. The barn finds are crazy expensive. I don't know what the deal is. This thing's like sitting under like a thick layer of dust, rusting out in some of these barns, and they want a small mint for it. I don't get it. Everybody overvalues their stuff, man. I tell you. Kind of hoping when we get to the junkyard that we can get some cars that are more reasonable price. An El Camino, nice. Yeah, it did look like an Impala. I think it might be actually. It's hard to tell. You kind of have to compare sometimes. I'm not a super big car guy, so I'd have to compare to like pictures and stuff. But some of the brands and stuff they have in here, they're just like completely mock-up brands. Oh, the microphone level's low. It could just be that in this room the ambient noise is really loud. It might get better when I switch back. But thanks for the super chat. When I go back to the garage, the noise level will go way, way down. It's something about being in the barns, they have it keyed really high. I'm not buying this El Camino. Not only is it too expensive, but it's too expensive. I don't have the money, and I wouldn't want to pay that much for it. It's crazy. Killing me. All right, I'm going to get out of here with the parts I got. There's not as much in this one. Oh, did I check this already? I think I did. Oh, I did. Oh, sweet. All right, $20,065. That's what we have. Let's see how much we actually make off of this. 20,065 is what we had. Yeah, thanks for calling that out, Blake. But when we go out to the barn finds in this game, for some reason the ambient noise is just crazy loud. If it turns out that if the mic still sounds like it's too low, then let me know. But it might have just been that the game sound was just killing me. Okay, great. See you later, A-Bomb. Thanks for checking out the stream for a little bit. How do you know when you level up? So on the top right there, you can see it did level up, so I'm at level 11 now. Right up here is my level currently. So I'm at level 11, and I have 2 points that I have available to spend. So the last thing I got was this this compression tester, which lets me check things like pistons and things without actually taking the engine apart, which is great. Can you buy the engine of the cars without the... No, you end up having to buy the whole car. You can't just buy components out of it, which kind of stinks. Hi, Cyber. Things are going well. It's my... Okay, good. It's good now. Yeah, there's something about the way they have the ambient noise set up out there that's just ridiculously loud. Successfully repair chance raised to 65%. To 75%. 5% more from finished orders. I'm going to take that. I'm not going to complain about more money. And we're going to unlock another part of our garage. Expands your garage. Adds another lifter, warehouse, and another parking spot to your garage. Sweet. Did I unlock it? Upgrade cost 1. Unlock. Did the game freeze on me? Come on. This thing's bad for that. Oh, I haven't spent enough points yet. Ah, drat. I need to spend more points before I can unlock this thing. How many points have I got to spend? I don't know. I gotta spend more though. 100% parts, faster parts examination. That sounds good. I'm gonna grab that too. Check things out quicker. Yeah, I don't know if you can build a car complete from some scrap or not. So, once I expand my garage, so this one that we're in now, this whole wall over here, I think, disappears, and the garage moves farther out that way once we expand again, and we'll get like a parts warehouse area. I'm not sure if you can build one like right from nothing, or if you have to have something to start with, like a body to work with. I'm gonna clean out all these parts. So we had $20,065. So pardon me as we spin through all these things again and sell them off again. I really desperately wish... Actually, I probably should keep an eye out in here to make sure there's nothing... No body components in here that are part of that car that are in better shape. You know what? Forget it. All these parts are in such terrible condition. I'll find the pieces I need later. I can't do body work yet anyway. Are you kidding me? Well, that calls that a lie. Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So I'd heard that you could actually buy things up in the barn and fix them up, or sorry, sell them off, and I didn't even try to fix them. I missed an opportunity there. And you could sell them off and you can make more money, but I just got back exactly the amount that I paid for them. I'm at $20,065 again. Maybe if I successfully fix some, but there's so few options that you can fix. It's really weird. There's like nothing you can fix. I bought this machine from a friend who needed money quickly, and he assured me that the car is working. Something strangely pulls to the right. So the last time I did a job that had this kind of description, it turned out it was an air filter and an oil filter, which made no sense at all. We'll see what happens this time. Yeah, I probably would enjoy Planet Coaster. I really should play that. I'm having such a hard time finding the time to play the games. And there's new stuff that keeps coming up that I want to check out. Oh, wow, this is definitely not an oil and an air filter this time. All right, let's try a different diagnostic test on this one. So last time we went to the test track. This time we're going to go to a test path, which teleports the car conveniently enough. And then through here, I've got like this little test path area. And I can drive the car on here, and it'll test out a few things. And it'll give me like a breakdown of like any issues that might have to do with suspension, brakes, that kind of stuff. Vroom, so slow. Hopefully this will get like I'm hoping this will identify like half the stuff. Because usually when you get to the point of having to pull the engine apart, that's when things start to take a little longer. Although the best paying ones I've found so far are the ones where you have to take apart the gearbox. Hey Spazzy, how are you? Oh, you bought this game because of me. That's awesome. Glad you could come out to the stream. We're just chilling here today. This is not, again, this is very different than a lot of the other games that I normally play. And maybe that's why I like it. It's different. But I just thought it'd be kind of cool to hang out and chat with everyone. Avon Colliery. I think I've seen, oh wow, yeah, there's a whole bunch of bushings and stuff on this one. Lots more suspension to go on this thing. Let's get out of the car. I'm going to send this over to the lift. And then we can go start checking it out. So there was a lot on there that was suspension related, but I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of engine stuff in here too. Oh wow. It didn't even get like half of it identified. Brake calipers, bushings. So this is what I was talking about. Like the cars that come in, they almost all have this like ridiculous rust all around them. Like all around the wheel wells, all across the bottom of the car. Some of the really old wrecks, you get like even more significant damage on the body, but almost always they have wow, yeah, that's one pretty engine compartment right there. Look at all the rust. Oh my gosh, look at all the pieces in here. This thing's an abomination. Man, I should just throw this thing away and get a new one. All right, I'm gonna have to get this thing up on the lift. We'll deal with the undercarriage of it first, and then we'll see if there's stuff in the engine we can snag. Hi, Fatty Muffins. I don't know that it necessarily does find different stuff. Maybe I should give it a whirl. Maybe, you know what? Let's take this down. We'll put it on the test drive. We'll see if anything new comes up. But what I noticed is that everything related to the test path is the same, just about the same thing as the test drive. It's all related to the suspension and the braking. So I don't know. I mean, like the test drive is something you have available. Something you have available right away. And the test path is something you had to unlock. So I have a feeling it might just be like the easier version of the test drive or whatever. Hi, Crazy Cat. Not a ton has happened so far. We did a couple... Boy, this thing's got really slow acceleration. We went out and checked out a couple barns so we could grab some scrap pieces. I'd heard that you could take the scrap pieces and just gather everything and then sell them for more than what you paid to grab them from the barn for. But as it turns out, I got the exact same dollar amount back. Mind you, whoa, wow, the handling on this thing is brutal. Mind you, I forgot to try and fix some of the pieces, which might have had some impact on it. We bought a car, which actually I should go check out in the garage. So we have a little bit of a project we can work on. Oh my gosh, this thing handles awful. Yeah, we are in the future. 2018. It's, whoa! this car is awesome, and so is the driver. Oh, it's a good thing they don't time these things, man. You gotta redline it before we shift. That's right. There's no shift control in this. You just gotta hit the gas, and it takes care of it for you. Look at the wobble. Yeah, you can tell the suspension's toasting this thing. All right, let's see if it shows anything different. I have a feeling that the test path and test drive does really... Yeah, it does entertaining. If nothing else, watching me drive ridiculously bad gives some level of entertainment. Well, yeah, it's shifting really, really high. But the thing is, I don't know whether the game represents that kind of stuff in the game or not. I've noticed a couple times when I was driving the car. Yeah, so this one's now saying tie rods and things. The other one was all bushings. So yeah, it might actually identify different stuff. I think you're right. Rear drive axle, other tie rod. So yeah, I think we did actually get a little bit more identified there. Let's go take a look and see how many parts now it's showing we're gonna have to deal with. Bushings, calipers. I think it did find a little bit more, so it was worth actually doing both of them. That's right. Well, I don't know what happens if you break the car in the test path. I hit the cement wall once, and it didn't seem to add anything to the damage of the car. So I just pretended like it didn't happen. And we told the customer that everything was perfectly fine, and that huge crashed front end of the car, that was like that when we got it. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, it's dirty under here. Dirty. Dirty, dirty. I'm gonna try and inspect some pieces in here. Oh, let's see. Ooh, I wonder if this rear axle is toast. Nope. It's not in good shape. Well, okay, there's the bushings we have to take out. So everything that's in red are the pieces that are pretty much toast. I can see some red bolts there, so there'll be the wheel hub back there will be toast. There's the caliper we have to take off. Check the fuel pump. Can't check the fuel pump apparently. I gotta take it out. That stinks. Alright. Can't do that. So we have a little bit of suspension at the back. I'm just gonna take all the wheels off this thing. Take it all apart. Alright. Oh yeah. Okay, so this brake disc back here is toast. Oh, it's all yellow. Wow. It does not look like it's in good shape. Alright, there's a pad that's toast. The rear drive axle needs doing. Man, we're gonna have to take a lot apart on this thing. I would try better if I used my hands. Yeah. I was covering my eyes at the time, so I didn't have to see the terror that was coming. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Caliper's at 55, so it's fine. This pad is going to need doing. I can't believe this disc isn't toast. It looks awful. 55% that thing's at. Alright, get this out of here. Okay, that's done. Inspect. What else have we got to grab back here? So, oh, the bushings, right. Get the rubber bushing out of here. That's good. I think that's it from this side of the car. This shock... No, that's yellow. It's good. Shock absorber's fine. I should probably check the wheel hub just in case. No, it's good. Oh my gosh, yeah. If you had to, like, keep tabs of all your bolts and stuff, I guess that's one good thing about playing a game like this in particular is, like, when you take stuff apart, you don't have to worry about, like, A, having leftover bolts, or B, losing the bolts that you're supposed to have. That would stink. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's in good shape, too. Brake pads. Okay, so I forgot to do the labeling last time, so I'm going to do that here. We need brake caliper. We need brake pads. Like that. Alright, we'll take this apart now. That way when I'm in the store, I can actually remember what pieces I'm supposed to get, because I have a memory like a sieve. I'm lucky I remember my own name. Is the white stuff butter then? White stuff where now? White stuff is things like anything that's whitish is stuff that I haven't checked. So it's like unknown information. Anything that's yellow is getting worn. Anything that's red is pretty much toast. Alright, we got that axle out. This bushing's got to go. And I think that's it back here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. That's it back here. Although I should check the... accessible for the engine bay. It's the muffler. I gotta be underneath the car to get that thing. On the front of it. Whatever. Alright, we'll get the front wheels off. We'll take a look up here, see if there's any issues with any of the brakes. If not, I'm gonna have to raise this thing up so I can get underneath it. Butter. Exotic butters. Oh boy. Yep. That's a pretty mess right there. Alright, brake disc ventilated. We're gonna add that to the list because we're gonna need those. I took the drive axle here. Whoops, I took the wheel hub off. 13%, so that's going to need to go too. Oh my gosh, this thing is just... This car is a disaster. And I think this is the one where the guy said he bought it from a friend. That's not a friend. Swung over a little farther than I want to do. There we go. Yeah, this stuff in here is like all toast. I can't check the steering rack without pulling it out. Actually, I'm surprised that shock's not toast. Bearing's fine in there. Accessible from the engine bay. Crossmember B. Alright, whatever. Crossmember B looks like it's toast, but I can't get at it from under here apparently. Oh, I gotta get the car up to the... that's what the problem is. I'm underneath it trying to take all the pieces off. I've got the car like way down on the ground. Buttered baked potato. Alright, this side doesn't look as bad at least. Let's inspect this thing. Yep, that's toast. I'll add that because we need it for the other side also. Wow, another brake pad gone. Actually, I don't need to add that one. What am I thinking? Already did that. Gotta get this caliper off. That'll let us get the brake pads off. Disc is fine, but we'll take this wheel hub cap off. What about the... Alright, the bearing's okay. Wheel hub's okay. The knuckle, that's okay too. Alright. Man, there's a lot to take off this car. This is gonna be a good paying job. We'll get a couple thousand off of this one, I think. Get that out of there. Suspension arm can go. Now it looks like the steering rack is gone, so I'm gonna grab that also, and we'll see where's that. Steering rack 10%. Yeah, it's toast. What about these bushings? Yep, that bushing's gone. Let's get this one out. And if this one's gone, I'm willing to bet the other one is. Yeah, it is. Alright, get that bushing out. This guy's not going to have a car left. I'm just going to leave it like a pile of scrap pieces on the floor. Hey, Electrica Eclipse. Thanks for liking the video and coming to check it out. No, tomorrow, I'm not doing Don't Starve Together tomorrow. Although maybe, I'm kind of doing a whole bunch of streams this week. So I'm thinking maybe either Friday or Saturday I'll do Don't Starve Together. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing some Fortnite, because I haven't played that in a while. Ooh, I didn't take this piece out. Why didn't I grab that? I thought this lower suspension arm was... It is. I just forgot to grab it. I thought this thing was toast, and it is. Okay. I feel like this thing needs to come off. But I can't... I don't think I can even inspect it down here. Oh, I can't. Oh, it is toast. Wow. How do I get that thing out? Let's see... Man, when you're actually like zoomed in and looking around, the cutaways and stuff are awesome in this game, but when you're just looking underneath, it's really kind of a mess. I think I'm going to have to take this muffler, or the exhaust pipe off here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that exhaust pipe's going to have to come off for me to get this thing off. Let's see. What does it say? It's not saying I do. What am I going to take out? Oh, I got to take these bushings out. Aha! There's a mystery. Bushing says 4%. Yeah, that bushing's toast. Who lets a car get this bad? And still drive it? I think there's one bushing left here I gotta grab. On this side over here. Ugh. If I can get the camera to cooperate. There it is. This one's gotta go. Alright, with that bushing gone, now we can take this thing that's pretty much just flying in space now. It's not even attached to anything. Look at the whole underside of this car. It's like attached to nothing. It's all free-flying pieces. Yeah, I know. I want a baked potato now, too. The week you have to work 4 to 10 is the day that Crypto says do money. Well, it's the start of the month, and I kind of thought it would be fun to do some more games. And you know what? I've been meaning to play a lot more Fortnite, and I just really haven't. I haven't had the chance because I've been too addicted to a variety of other things. Not to mention work has been just ridiculously busy lately, so finding time has been a bit of an adventure. All right, let's see how we're doing here. I think we've identified. Okay, we've identified everything. It's all in the undercarriage, so we don't have to do anything to pull the engine apart. And I guess the gearbox must be passable because it's not listed here as an opportunity to fix it. So that's good. So now the great purchase event goes on. I didn't notice how many... Oh, did I really label that few pieces? Oh, man. All right, well, let's start with the front pieces first, I guess. Let's get into this. Go to the suspension area. So we need the wheel hub caps. Rubber bushings, I know I need a whole bunch of. I think I'm going to need at least 4 of these. So I'm going to have 4 of those to start with. And what are we here? Wheel hub caps I need at least 2 of, so we'll grab those. In the brakes, we're going to need the disc ventilated. I think we only need 1. Because I think the one on the other side was fine. Brake pads, I think we need 4. Because this thing's just ridiculously toast. The brake calipers, I can't remember how many I needed now. I should probably check that. And speaking of potato, let's see. Brake pads, wheel hub caps, rubber bushings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that need doing, so I actually need 2 more. And I need 2 more wheel hub caps too, actually. Wow. Ventilated disc is fine. Calipers, I need 1. 2. I need 2 calipers. Grab 2 of these. Ka-ching! It's gonna be a big purchase. The store's gonna love me. Suspension, I need 2 more of those wheel hub caps that I grabbed. There we go. So, I need... What else do I need? What else did I forget? I've got stuff on my shopping list here, right? Solid rear drive axle. I need 2 of those. Let's just do this easy way. Or I could learn how to type. There we go. Solid rear drive axle. We'll need 2 of those. 1 for each side. Brake calipers, pads, disc ventilated, wheel hub caps. Okay, so there's a few pieces I didn't label that I probably should have. So I know I need the lower suspension arms on both sides. We're going to get both of those. What was that piece I took off in the middle? I can't remember now. Front suspension crossmember B. Front suspension crossmember B. This will get that. I think we're getting close to having all the pieces we need for the front end. Nope. I need inner and outer tie rods still. Man. 2 of those. We need outer tie rods. Need 2 of those. And you know what? I've already just spent a small fortune, and I totally keep forgetting to go check my repair table. Let's see if any of it I can try to fix any of it. Look at that. All those pieces I took off the car, and I don't have a chance to try to fix any of them. This table is almost useless. I get a chance to fix like one piece in 100, and even then I only get a 50% chance to try to fix it. It's really kind of crazy. Yeah, just wait. I will find some way to die in this game. I do in every game. I'll like somehow the lift will drop the car on top of me or something when I'm underneath it. I'll be like a CrypticFox pancake. All right, let's start reassembly. I'll figure out what parts I'm missing from this point. Crossmember B is gonna go in first, so we'll get that. Now we're going to need bushings. Ooh, I forgot the steering rack. See, I knew I was missing more pieces. That's 1 bushing. Come on. Thank you. That's 2. Get that in. As long as I'm over here, I might as well put this on. Oops. I forgot I gotta get more bushings, too. I only got 4. I need at least 6, I think. Get this bushing. Nice yellow one in here. Because, you know, when we're fixing a car, why use good new parts when we can use old ones that are going to wear out soon and have to be replaced also? Okay, that's good. I'm gonna grab 2 more of those bushings because I'm gonna need them. Bushing. There we go. Rubber bushing, 2 of those. I think we'll need some. We'll probably need some for the rear suspension too, but I'm not gonna overbuy. Thank you. Get all this in. Thank you. Steering rack I forgot. Still. Oh, can't type. There we go. Sweet. I didn't pay attention to how much I spent on this, but it's got to be a couple thousand already. Okay, that's good. Get our tie rods in. The outer on here. I wish there was music in the game, but apparently they had some issues with the music file. So there's like a radio that plays on the little desk over there, and they disabled it like right after launch because it was having some sort of a problem. I don't know if it was causing like performance issues or what. It's not giving me a chance to put the wheel back on here yet. Oh right, I gotta get all the brake pads and calipers and stuff on. That would make sense. Can't put the brakes on outside the tire. I need my wheel hub cap. Get our tire back on. Whoops. There we go. Sweet. Alright, that's one side done. We should have all the parts we need to do this other side now too, and then it'll just be a function of whether we grabbed all the parts we need for the rear of the car. Inner tie rod, outer tie rod. Thank you. Let's get our ventilated disc on because we got a new one of those. Brake pads. Man, we're replacing so many pieces on this guy's car. He's gonna have a new car. Aside from the slightly worn out brake pads we're putting back on. For the brake calipers. It is a bit repetitive, yeah. So, like, a lot of this game is really just, it's the same kind of thing. You're doing service over and over again, and sometimes you get, like, variety of the types of things you have to fix. But the nature of the game itself is ultimately pretty repetitive, because, you know, you're an auto mechanic. It's not like every day is an adventure. I think what's interesting is when you can build up, like, to a big enough point where you can go through all the work of putting the whole car together and getting something that you can sell at the auction. I think that's what I really want to get to. Look at all the shiny silver under there now. I put a lot of new parts in here. Back end. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I'm still short on bushings. I am. I need 2 more bushings. Man. 2. Perfect. That one's together. Drive axle on this side. Okay, that's good. We'll get our disc back on here. Brake pads. Caliper. Get our wheel on. Okay, that side's done. One more side, and this car can get out of here. We can get our cash. Hopefully, we can get into a different job. So I'm not even sure how many of these jobs I've done already so far, but it's been a lot of them already. I've seen some people already that are like in like level 20 something. I'm level 11, and just based on the number of cars I've had to do to get to a level 11. I can only imagine how many cars they've done in this game. Like, it must be like just hours and hours of play they've had in here. Yeah. The funny thing is, I mean, it's a game, so it doesn't really matter how I tighten down the bolts in the tire, I guess. But when you're swinging around with the mouse too, sometimes you miss. But let's see how this is. Did we get it all? No. Oh, really? There were 2 other calipers I had to do? Are you kidding me? I just put it all back together. Rubber bushings, brake calipers. I must have missed putting some bushings in somewhere. I think I have an idea where. Did I get these ones back here? I did. Where are the bushings I missed? I didn't put any bad bushings in. I know I didn't do that. Alright, I missed something somewhere. And apparently I put on some bad brake calipers. Don't take your car to my shop. That's basically what the game's telling you. Alright, I can't figure out where the pieces are that I didn't do. Hold on. Let's load this down. I'm going to check all the calipers and see which one I messed up on. Urgh. Oh, yeah, it's not coming to Xbox until Q4. Really? That stinks. Oh, I can't even see the calipers from here. Come on. Oh, wait, there it is. This caliper's at 55. I mean, I did the 2 front calipers, I thought. I did do 2 of the calipers brand new, I thought. I'm sure I did. Sure I did. There's one. There's the other. So I guess I got to replace them all. They don't want to settle for the brakes, so they're gonna have to come back to my shop a little while later and get redone. Don't they know that's how I make my money? Get them to come back to the shop needlessly. The disrespect. Oops. Bad zoom. Alright, I'll take it off and buy a new one. Gosh. Alright. Calipers. I'm sure that I got... I'm sure I got all the bushings, though. Yeah, oh, you're right. I did put those 2 in the front that were a little yellow. I guess maybe they just wanted the pieces to go back in all green. So sometimes when you're working on the car, like, they'll accept different... Oh, I didn't even take that off. Sometimes when you're working on the car, they'll accept different quality pieces, and they'll take pieces that are anything but red. If they're the original pieces from the car. But I guess they didn't appreciate me putting those yellow bushings in those 2 spots in the front, so I'll have to go swap those around. I think that's the first time I've used the original parts from the car and had an issue with it. But maybe because they'd actually called it out, they wanted them replaced. Small faux pas. Welcome to CrypticFox Auto Shop, where we use 50% new parts, and the other half we tell you we're new anyway. Alright, at least this is quick to do. There we go. Alright, so that should take care of the calipers. Yeah, so now we've just got... Oh, they wanted that other ventilated... I should really read the notes. Who knew that reading actually had value? Which one did I put the... Okay, it was the other one. Man. Alright, I need another ventilated disc. Oops. The zooming's a bit much. Sometimes it's really cool the way you can like zoom in and swing around and see all the components, but if you click on the wrong thing, it sends you for a little ride. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to replace the tires. 55%. They'll be getting like the steel belted radial pieces coming through soon. I did that with a car once. Turned out that didn't do good things for my car. Not sure why. Alright. That will take care of that. And then we'll just have to... Hopefully I don't have to take a whole bunch of pieces out to get those bushings. I don't think I will. There we go. All shiny and new. Oh, wow. Super zoom. The mouse control in this isn't great either. Messed up my pattern. Bitter. Alright, I gotta get this up so I can get underneath it again. No, when I looked in there, there was so I should have the bushings left now. So there's 1 bushing there, and there's 3 bushings I have to swap out. So I must have used another crummy bushing somewhere. Let's do a little inspection. Do a quick peek and see what's in here. So there's that bushing, this bushing over here. So that's 2. Where did I use the other weak bushing? I don't even know. Alright, well, I'll get these out anyway, because that will let me swap them out. I need 3 bushings anyway. Did anyone see another weak bushing in here somewhere that I'm missing? Because it says there's 3, but I only see 2. Let's get over here. Oh, over there. Get this out. Nope. Take it out. Alright, that's 2 down. Where's the 3rd? Show me the 3rd. Did I stick it in the... Did I stick a weak bushing in the back? I thought I'm pretty sure I put brand new ones in the back. Let's see. These lower arms, the lower suspension arms have bushings in them, so I'll check those. They're all green. I don't know, man. Oh, now it repeated a part. So it had one of the bushings listed twice. All right, whatever. Man. All right, that job was a pain. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. So it said I had 2 bushings left to go, but I swapped out one of them and it satisfied 2 of them. So I don't know, maybe just another little bug in the game. But so we spent $2,637 on parts. We got $1,204 in bonuses. Total payout $5,297. So we made about $2,400 on that repair. That's not so bad. It was a bit of a nuisance, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, well, there's actually a way you can set... so when you're doing... I'll show you on the next car, but there's a way you can have it highlight the pieces you need to take care of, but I just haven't been doing it because I feel that's... I don't know. It's almost like cheating. Let's bring in another story car. Replace all... Oh, where? My car doesn't start, and even when it was working, the sounds it made were strange. Every morning I woke up the entire neighborhood. Please do something so it will work and not make so much noise. So I guess we're not taking this one on the test track since it doesn't run. It's done! Yay! Oh, all right. What's the deal with this job? This one's going to have a lot in it, I bet. Actually, not that bad. And they want an oil change. So it doesn't run, but they want an oil change. All right. I guess if it doesn't run... you know what? Let's see how weird this game is. Will it let me put it on the test path, even though the car apparently doesn't start? Nope. Can't do that. It's got to go in the lift. I'm guessing we're not going to have to worry about the suspension in this one, so let's get right into the engine and take a peek. I see a little bit of rusted parts, but nothing crazy. Let's do a compression test on here. Compression test. So the compression test lets us get a sense of things like pistons and whatnot on the inner workings of the engine without actually having to take it apart. And it actually didn't read bad, so everything in there is fine. So I don't have to muck around with that. So if I had to guess, it's probably going to be something related to the timing belt. To take all that apart. CrypticFox, know nothing about it. Do you think I would like this game? Growing your own mechanic shop seems pretty cool to me. So it really depends on what you like. I don't know a ton about cars either. I only know enough to do some damage to myself. Oh, look at that muffler. That thing's toast. It's got to go. I don't know a ton about cars either. I only know like enough to hurt myself, pretty much. But yeah, you might enjoy it if you like this kind of game. It's really, really laid back. Like this is not a high pressure, high tension game in any way. There's no real excitement here unless you get a thrill out of fixing stuff up and sending it out. But I kind of enjoy it. I've killed a few hours in this game already, just kind of relaxing, and I like solving problems. So I kind of enjoy it. You might like it. I don't know. Okay, let's check the electronics. So, hold on. Pick the engine, and then we got to go here, and we're going to check. So we've got this OBD scanner that will check. This car doesn't have OBD port. Uh-oh. It's an old enough car. I can't use it. We're going to have to take it apart. Got a disassembler. First things first. I'm going to get this thing up on the lift. We'll get the oil out of it. Because I know I have to do an oil change on it anyway. And then I can also tag those parts underneath so I can actually start to see some of them labeled. So what I was saying before is you can actually get the car to tell you what pieces you're supposed to be swapping out if the pieces are identified. So when you're in here, when you have pieces identified, there'll be a little star you can check off. So where's... Alright, so this exhaust has really got to go. So this one, for sure, when I identify it, will tell me it's got to come out. What about this middle muffler? That's toast too. That one's not so bad. Okay, so now when I go in here, you can see these little stars, and if I check the stars off, you can see they're highlighted in blue. So in that way you can kind of find all the pieces that if you know you have to take it out, it will tell you where it is so you can go find it. So I guess if you're like a super novice and you're not sure where to look for the parts based on the names, then this can help with that also. I generally don't use it though because I like hunting around. Sometimes to my detriment. Let's make notes on this. And notes on this middle muffler. Oh, wait a minute. Clear the list. Now we gotta add to it. For some reason it retains the list from the last car that I worked on, which makes no sense at all. Okay, this can come out now. Or not. Now you can come out now. There we go. That can go. We'll get rid of the rear muffler. Alright. Let's get some oil out of here. This is like the easiest, fastest... Wow, that had like no oil in it. The easiest, fastest oil change ever. You slide the thing underneath, you click on it to say go, and bam, you're done. Hey, Kazi, how's things? Actually listening to dubstep in the background? Yeah. Well, there's this little radio over here. You're supposed to be able to have music. But it's disabled right now because they had a problem with it right after launch, so they shut it down. Apparently in the next patch they're supposed to be fixing it. They've been doing like a hotfix every day since they released the game. Okay, so this is gonna have to come down now. I got the muffler and everything out though. Let's take it apart. Just rip the whole thing to pieces. Why would you ever have two cars going at the same time? I guess if you had more than one mechanic, it'd be okay. But so you actually get a backlog of orders. Like if I go over to the phone here, there's a number of other things that I could be grabbing, and they all have a time limit on them, where they'll wait in queue. So if I wanted to grab this car, for example, and say that based on the number of things that I have to change in here, this one will probably pay pretty well. I might want to put that onto a second lift, and then I could work on this car, and that one will kind of wait for me. Or if I'm actually working on a car of my own, I could have that on a second lift while I'm doing customer cars in this one, I guess. I mean, that's just my guess at any rate. This radiator is really in the way. It's gotta go. Okay. Get rid of all our belts. What do we got here? This can go... Nope. There we go. Get a water pump out of here. Well, I have cars, but it can have an Archelon? I was like, what? Can I teach you how to fix cars? I really have no idea how to fix cars. Yeah, if you watch the gameplay a bit, you'll kind of get a sense of how it works. So there's basically, you get a car in that comes in for an order, and you want to try to find the parts that are missing. Sometimes or the parts that need repairing. Sometimes it'll tell you specifically what's wrong. This one is going to be a puzzler. There's nothing wrong with the timing and whatnot. Let's check the... It says it can be examined with an OBD scanner, but when I tried to use the OBD scanner, it wouldn't let me. That's interesting. Let's pull these wires out. Where were they at? 65%, so they're actually not that bad. Spark plugs? 9%. There we go. Spark plugs are a problem. 10%. Okay, so that's one issue we've identified. 13%. 15%. Okay, so all four of the spark plugs need to be done. There's still 4 parts we haven't discovered in here that need to be taken care of. So when you're working through your order, your faulty parts will be listed here that you know of that you need to take care of. And those are the ones you generally have to find and replace. In a car like this, where we didn't know any of the parts that were faulty, you have to go and find them, and then as you identify them as faulty, it'll list them here. I should probably take off that oil filter too, which I can't get out from here, Drat. Okay. I'm going to take off the head cover. We'll see what's under here. Survey says. Check all of our little caps to make sure these are good. It didn't list any problems with the pistons. However, I've had that test pass before and then found out it was the caps at the bottom underneath that I need to take care of. Head's fine. This fuel rail looks okay. So does the throttle. 4 more pieces we have to find, and I don't know what they are yet. Is this an 8-cylinder engine? I didn't notice. That might actually be it. No. Is there? No, this is only 4-cylinder. So all 4 of the spark plugs were on the one side. It's an inline 4. Oh, actually, I should grab the oil filter on here. No, I can't. I've got to be under the car. Actually, the oil filter might be one of the things I have to take care of. There we go. Survey says that was at 65%, so it wasn't bad. But is that listed in here? No. So there's still 4 pieces we need to find. So I'm gonna take the oil pan off. That'll let us see the underside of the pistons. And with my luck, this will probably just wind up being a case of like brake calipers or something. I'm taking all the engine apart, and I probably should check the wheels. This little inspection tool is kind of handy, and I've got it boosted now, so I got like it checks the parts 100% faster, which is nice. Oh man, this camera angle stinks. All right, so that wasn't the issue. Let's put this back on. Okay, I'm gonna check the wheels. The wheels. Let's see. Show me the goods. I hate hunting. No, that's not true. I actually like hunting. The puzzle I enjoy. Brake pads? No. Calipers? No. Man. I mean, it was an issue with the engine not running, so I feel like it shouldn't be wheels, but who knows? This game's funny that way. I messed up my pattern. Guess what? I was on Amazon and looked at fidget spinners, and there was a fidget spinner that had foxes on it. I'm not really big. Oh, that's a good question. I probably can test the battery. Yeah, I'm really not big on fidget spinners. I don't know what the deal is with those and why people are so excited for them. Let's check the battery. That's a good call. I mean, it looks fine, but it doesn't mean anything. Should we check by it? All right, I'm going to have to take it out, and it will tell me the condition when I take it out. 7%. All right, good call. That was definitely something we have to replace. All right, 3 things left. So I'm going to check the air intake and see if maybe our air filter, and then maybe I'll check the fuel filter. And actually, I think I just kind of glimpsed the alternator looking pretty rusted, so we'll go take a look at that too. Get this off. Inspect. No, air filter's fine. All right, drat. But thank you for calling out the battery. That was a good catch. Oh, I hate these little clips. This is like the worst thing in this game. All right, air filter's fine. Huh. What do we got left here? Oh, there we go. Fuel filter's toast. 25%. All right. That should leave us with 2 parts not discovered. 2 things left that are not good in this car. Which one of these things doesn't belong? All right. I'm gonna take care of the pieces that I know so far. So, if I go into my inventory, we pulled out the fuel filter, the battery. The ignition wires were okay. We need 4 spark plugs. Oops. No. I want to go to the store. Give me the tablet. There we go. Alright, spark plugs. Fortunately, the spark plugs are universal, so you don't actually even have to pick anything. There's only one type. Who knew shopping could be so easy? Not starting starter, so only, but yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, okay, I should check that for sure too. The battery was definitely toast. Spark plugs are done. Fuel filter. And actually, while I was under the car, I should have checked the starter. Let's get these in, so we can mark these off the list. Go. And if the battery's toast, I wouldn't be surprised if the alternator was done also. There we go. That's good. Get our wires back on. Get my fuel filter back on. Ooh, did I buy? I didn't buy a battery, did I? No, I forgot to buy a battery. Drat. Yeah, I don't know how much you could say you're actually learning mechanics from this game because I mean, taking pieces on and off is the easiest part of the whole mechanical business. Where those guys really shine is the fact that they can figure out what's wrong, just by running through like some different diagnosis and stuff. Okay, so let's get this. I'm gonna take a peek at the starter. Get it running and take it to the track. Yeah, I should do that. I wonder if it'll let me. I wonder if it'll still say the car doesn't run because that's the condition it came in with. Where's the starter on this thing? Oh, cameras. All right, there it is. Let's check. I don't think I can. I might have to take the starter out to check it. Yeah, I do. It doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape, though. Accessible from the engine bay. Come on. Up and down, up and down. When are you going to stream more Dark Souls 3? That's a good question. I haven't streamed it in a little while. I don't know. Maybe this weekend, actually. Like I said, I'm kind of doing a lot of streams this week, so I might cram that in. Starter 65%. Actually, the starter was okay. Put that back. What else? What else? Huh, I'm a little stumped on this one. I've got 2 parts left that we haven't discovered that are an issue. You know what, I'm going to take care of the ones that I'm aware of now, and we'll see what happens. Sometimes those other parts just get taken care of accidentally. Alright, I need the muffler pieces, so... What was it? I think I had a middle muffler? Yeah, middle muffler and a rear muffler. Rear muffler, middle muffler, and rear muffler V8 OHV. What? It's got a muffler for a V8, but this has got an inline 4. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I don't care. It's fine. Fuel pump. Ooh, good. That's a good thinking. Yeah, hold on. I did not check the fuel pump yet, so we can do that. Bam. The fuel pump we actually have to take out in order to check it, so just scoot right back here. Oh, you're right. The fuel pump's toast. That thing is shot. 9%. Good catch. All right. Fuel pump. Dynamite. Look at that. All you guys are saving me some time. This is the real reason I stream, so you guys can tell me what to fix. You're right. The alternator is something I should check. Also, I think I mentioned that, but I didn't check it yet. I'm not sure if I can pull it out from down here. I think I might have to... Yeah, I've got to go in the engine bay. I think that's probably the last piece right now. I think there's only one piece left that we need to solve for. Yeah, that's it. So, with any luck, the alternator will be the thing. No, come on. I want to take this piece out. I have to inspect it, and then it's going to tell me I can't inspect it so that I can take it out. Judging by the rust on it, this thing's gonna be a little toast. No, 65%. It's fine. I wish I had more diagnostic tools in this game, but there's really, you're really limited. You have to like unlock things as you go, and this is just not one of those things I have unlocked. Hi, Richard FWL. I don't know that you're new here. You've been on other streams. Yeah, you might. Well, there aren't too many people that call me just Fox. Most people go with Cryptic. That's a good call out there. Actually, what condition was the water pump in when I took it off? Where are we here? Am I missing something I've already taken care of? Fuel filter is done. Mufflers are done. No. Nope. Water pump's fine. Alright, let's just start ripping it apart. Throttle says 65%, it's fine. Manifold, fuel rail. 65, it's fine. Man, oh man. I can't see it being the power steering pump. But let's take it off anyway and check. 65, nope. Man. It's just like cars, Brightstar. So when you buy a car, if you got a new car now, it'll be a 2018, not a 2017. They just kind of named it the same way. I don't know why they adopted that convention in cars to begin with, but that's kind of how it is. I am actually at a loss for what I should be checking here. One piece. I wonder if it's something else related to the exhaust system. More oxygen not included. That is a fun game. I've kind of been slowing down a little bit while I'm waiting for the new update to come out because I don't want to get. I was trying to carry on the colony that I had as long as possible so that it might sort of float into the into the new update. Solenoid. Where is the solenoid? I'm gonna need the engine compartment to check that because this other exhaust pipe is fine. Ah, come on. Yeah, it's yellow. It's fine. The fuel filter we already changed out, so it's fine. We changed out the battery. The alternator's good. The water pump is good. All the spark plugs have been replaced. Spark plug cables are fine. I don't know. You got me. Alternator's good. I'll check the timing. It's all fine. Throttle's good. Man, this one's a stumper. Where do I find the solenoid in here? Distributor? Oh, yeah. Well, let me see. Hold on. No, this doesn't have a distributor cap because it's fuel injected, I think, right? There we go. The ignition coil. That, I bet you, is probably what it is right there. I gotta take it out. That figures. I bet you it's the ignition coil. Which I have to inspect just so that I can take it out because it'll tell me I can't inspect it. Ignition coil says, yeah, 5%. Good catch. Okay. Man. Okay, we got the ignition coil. Which one was it? 14 SOHC, I think, right? Yeah. This truly is a let's play. You guys are finding all the problems for me. That's perfect. Welcome to Cryptic's Auto Shop, where the customer does the work, and I just work the wrench. Okay, that's back together. I gotta put all these parts back on now that I took off while we were investigating. Radiator. No, I didn't want to put that in. All right. Power steering pump can go. I should have left the radiator off a little longer. Let's take that back out. No, come on. Just give me the radiator. Are you kidding? There. Man. Yeah, it was a bit of a hunt. I should have found that sooner, but what can you do? What can do? Ah! I'm not paying attention. Get out of here. I need to get in closer. I can't zoom in this thing. The radiator's in the way. Even though I took it out, it's still in the way. Killing me. Just killing me. Let's put this cover back on. Now that I can see the bolts. Come on. Where are the bolts on this thing? Oh, there are none. That's weird. Timing cover with no bolts. Alright, whatever. That can go on. We're almost done. This thing better pay well for all the hunting we had to do. There's a mystery. Oh, yeah, I still got to do the oil change, too. That's right. I think I got everything back on I took off now. Oh, no, the fuel rail. And then the dreaded radiator. There we go. Okay, I might be wrong, but I think I put all the pieces back on I took off. Let's get the oil filter back on here. We'll plug in some oil, see if this thing runs, and then we'll take it out to the test track and try to crash it into a wall or something. Put the oil filter back in. I wonder if he'd be upset if I put a 65% oil filter back in his car. I feel like this thing's kind of a hunk of junk anyway, so I'm going to do it. Oh, although, did the oil change say I had to do the filter? Nope, just had to change the oil. Sweet. This game is basically, you start off with this tiny little auto shop, and you do a whole bunch of like auto repair jobs, or you act as an auto mechanic. You take the car apart, you identify the problems that are in it, you fix the cars, and you send it back out and collect some money. Each car that comes in will have its own little problems. Some of them will be scenarios where you know what the issue is with the car, and some of it will be scenarios where you don't know what the problem is, and you have to try to identify it. And then as you make money, you can expand on your shop. You gain levels that let you earn skills, that let you work more quickly on the car. Survey says we're done. Yeah, man, that was a lot of work for like $500 profit. Jeez. Let's see if we can take this thing for a test spin. I'm not sure if it'll let me or not. The oil filter's back on already. I put it on when we were near the car. I stuck the old one on. Yeah, I can take it for a spin. Yeah, let's see how this thing runs. Can I get you a copy of this game? No. No, I really can't. Ever since they did the latest update, there's something wrong with the graphics on this. When I'm doing the test drive, it looks all, like, staticky in front of the car. It's not supposed to look like that. Oh, this thing's gonna slide when I go around this corner. Just you wait. No, it didn't. Oh, no, no, no! I'm sorry, sir. That was there when I got the car. I wonder what happens if I roll this thing over. Can I, like... I don't even know if there's an escape option that says that I can get out of the test track. So much for that $500 profit. I just ate it up by crashing it into a stone barrier. Hit the moguls. Moguls. Spin it out. Yeah. I already crashed once. It was a minor bump. It's just a little crushed. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, I overshot. I had a small crash, not a big one. Later on, when you get a little farther on too, there's a racetrack you can go to also. So if you get like a good car and you tune it all up and get it all fixed up, you can take it out to the racetrack and race it, which would be cool. Well, it's like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I wish you could tool it around the city, drop off the car at the auto mechanic, take it out for a joyride. Yeah, there are no hoses in this game. Or wiring. I mean, there's it gave me a status report. That's great. I didn't really need that, but I was just tooling around with somebody's car. And we still get the same amount of money back, so that's good. The little crash where we smashed it into the concrete wall apparently did not in any way impact our earnings on that car, so that's good. Let's see. I bought this car from the dealer. It wasn't the cheapest, but supposedly it was a good deal. The only problem is the gears that are very difficult to change, and sometimes something bangs on the left side, and on the right side also. Checks the general condition and repair what's needed, but the dealer ensures that everything is nearly new. Well, I mean, we're playing an auto mechanic game. I guarantee you nothing's new in this thing. No, you can't watch car crash. Well, the cars don't really crash anyway. They don't have crash physics in this game so much. You just sort of hit the barrier and stop. Wow, this is one of the few cars I've had in here that's not covered in rust. Yep, it's like new. Looks like it. There's only like 50 pieces in it that are toast. Let's take it for a spin. Let's crash this car now. The Royal Crown. Watching me die is entertaining. Thanks. I know you can kind of tip the car up if you hit the... Oh, this thing's a really slow acceleration. If you hit the barriers, you can really tip the car up. I wonder if you can actually roll it over. I'm sort of tempted to try it. I'd love to make the paint upgrade, but it's... Oh, look out! Ah, that sucked. I'd love to get the paint upgrade, but it's one that you have to get, like, significantly higher level than I am to get it. I have a car that we bought that's out in the little garage that we can start fixing up, but I can't do any of the body work on it until I get some more of the garage opened up. Man, driving with a keyboard is hard. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh! Sweet! This thing handles like a dream. Those moguls are brutal. Yeah, I did get my own car. It's kind of a mess right now because we can't do any body work on it. I should actually bring it to the shop and see if we can figure out any pieces we can swap into it. But I don't have a ton of cash right now, and any parts I spend money on for that car are just sort of out-of-pocket costs. Yeah, there's your problem. Your engine's hanging out. It turns out I smashed it into a wall, and now the engine's over here. That might have something to do with why it's not running the way you expect. That banging noise you hear, yeah, that's the barrier that I ran into. Ooh, bad car accident. That's nasty. Oh yeah, look at this sucker. We're gonna be taking the whole gearbox apart on this one, which is sweet because actually you get paid a lot for doing gearbox work. I'm gonna set this also on the test track or the test path, and we'll see if this calls out any other issues for us. Boop-a-doop. Thank you very much. Can you try Fallout 4? I have Fallout 4, but it's not something I would play on the channel necessarily. Yeah, the suspension is pretty shot. I mean, this thing handled like a... it was really something. Those moguls just totally messed the car up. Check the headlight and taillight fluid. And while we're at it, we'll go next door to the airport and we'll get ourselves a bucket of prop wash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like most of the suspension's shot on this thing. Oh yeah, look at that. 42, 49. 36% on the rear brakes. On the one side anyway. This thing's gonna have tons of stuff to be done to it. Kind of feel bad for the suckers that bought it. Dealer said it was like new. Oh yeah, look at all the bushings, calipers. Oh yeah, we got lots to do in this thing. Alright, let's get on the lift. We'll start taking it apart. Broke your shin in a car accident. Ouch. That would suck. Don't forget the muffler bearing. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a little muffler bearing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we still have a whole bunch of parts we haven't identified. Probably engine related. Let's take a quick peek in the engine compartment here before we pull it off. Wow, look at this gearbox. That thing's pretty. She just shines like a gem. Oh my gosh, look at the axles and everything. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, this thing's awesome. The steering rack's toast on it. The tie rods are toast. Oh, this will be awesome. We're gonna make good money off of this car. Alright, we'll get it up on the lift. I'm gonna take the wheels off too because I think it said there were some calipers that were bad. So we'll do a quick inspection of the wheels because I'm sure there'll be some brake work to do in this car also. Oh yeah, that disc's not looking good. Pads, calipers. Man, they got a bum deal on this car. All right. So this wheel's fine. Take a look in here. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. I think it said there were calipers in here somewhere that needed doing. Definitely some brake pads. How many brake pads, actually? One brake caliper. One brake pad. Alright, so it's actually not that bad. Brake-wise, anyway. It's like new. It's just that the gearbox is about 50 years old. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It will run like a dream. Oop, there's the pad and caliper that's got to go. Let's get those off of there. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember to tag these things. I need to make notes. More notes. I forget constantly, and then I'm in that shop trying to remember what I'm supposed to buy. That's not the way to go about this game. We'll add that. All right, let's get some of these pieces off since I already know they're here. Get this pad out of here. Get this axle out of here. Okay, tie rod ends. This has got to go. Inner tie rod, that's gotta go. I bet you this... Yep. Lower suspension arm's gotta go. Just take it all. Strip this car down to nothing. We'll send the car back to him in a box. Say, here's your new purchase. Ah, come on. Oh, this drives me nuts. Come on. Oh, I don't have the car up high enough. Ah, drat. What's the application? What do you mean application? You sure got a purty gearbox. That's right. That there gearbox is super purty. Oh, this, like, having to inspect before you're allowed to take a piece off. This drives me nuts. They make the pieces, like, really obviously rusted so that it makes it really easy to tell. And even after you've identified them as, like, if the car, the game shows you that they're red, they'll still make you... Oh, I gotta take the... Oh, wait a minute. Is that bearing toast? Nope, bearing's fine. Well, ish. Fine-ish. It's a little worn, but it's still good. Gotta get this whole thing apart. Get our knuckle cover off. We get our knuckle out of here. Look at... there's gonna be nothing left of this car by the time I'm done. Just take the whole thing. Alright, so... Here's our drive shaft, and that might be toast also. Yep, the drive shaft is toast. So, let's go over here. We'll take this axle out. I think I pulled off pieces without adding them to my list again. I'm just that kind of forgetful. I think I got the tie rods on that list. So, whoops. Oh, come on. We'll get this out of here. Steering rack's got to go. It's at 14%. This drive shaft has got to go. It's at 14%. Man, you were T-boned. Oh, that sucks. Use the sort, Luke. Use the sort. Yeah. Oh. Oh, the starter's got to come out. What am I thinking? Get out of here, starter. Oh, I gotta get in the engine bay, which means I've got to lower this thing down. Gar. In and out. In and out. Tractor trailer going too slow in a black ice. Ow, that stinks. I totally want to play the Escapist too, and I really wish I could play it right now, but I'm not one of the lucky people that got access to it in the beta. So it's not. It is not going to come out until, what is it, August 22nd or something, I think is when it's supposed to come out. Oh, come on. This is really killing me. I'm in the engine compartment. Let me take this thing apart. Oh, come on. Come on. I can't inspect it because I need the electronics inspector. So when I go to take it out, it tells me I gotta be in the engine compartment. There we go. Finally. Nope. Available from the engine bay. I'm in the engine bay. Ah, I can't take the gearbox off if I can't get the starter out. This is ridiculous. Killing me. Alright. What am I going to do about that? What am I going to do? I'm in the engine bay. There's the starter. Check the starter. Now remove the starter. There, finally. Whew. Making it work. Take a look at the stabilizer bar. Alrighty. I mean, the whole suspension in this thing's shot, so it wouldn't... Accessible for underneath the car. I'm trying to get under the car again. Above the car, underneath the car. Man. Sway bar is fine. Well, ish. It's yellow, but... Relative to the rest of the car, the sway bar is fine. Get all this out of here. This gearbox is just going to be a flat-out mess. Oh, I should have tagged that gearbox. All right. Let's go like this. Add this to the note, and then the pressure plate can come out. If I could remember how to do it. Come on. Really? Oh. Duh. All right. I forgot to get the bearing first. There we go. That's good. This has got to go. Gotta go. Get out of here. Evil rusted parts. Actually, this looks okay. Yeah, it's not bad. The clutch plate's okay. got to come out anyway, because the flywheel's toast. Not even inspect the flywheel. Oh, I have to. Come on. I can see the flywheel's toast, but it's going to make me look at it anyway. Okay, so that's good. What do we got? What do we got? There's still pieces that I haven't identified in here. They might as well just brought this car to us in a box. It's about the same thing. If my frustrated mouse clicks through the mic, yeah. Well, I was in the engine compartment, but it was telling me I had to be in the engine compartment to do something. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. Okay, what else might be a flat-out mess with this car? Well, I know the suspension underneath the rear is bad. So let's go back there and check it out. We'll get it all taken apart. The muffler and everything's fine. Exhaust system looks okay. This rear suspension is just a mess. Oh boy, yeah. Alright, these wheels have got to come off. Get that out of here. Get the caliper off. Ooh. Yeah, they're okay. Brake pad. Brake pad's toast. Disc is okay. Alright, let's inspect. I think this hub might have to go. Yep. Knuckle. Oh, yeah, these guys bought a real lemon. I feel a little bad for them. It's a good thing it's only a video game and it's not real people. Rear wheels. Yeah, that's where I am now. Cap, 61%. That's okay. This is gotta go. Oh, I gotta take the bearing out. Bearing 61, so it's fine. Wheel hub's gonna go. It looks like it's probably fine. Also, alright, this goes. Nope, lots I gotta take out before that. Get our bushing. Rubber bushing, 10%. Sweet. Here I am taking all these parts off again without making notes. Small rubber bushings, rear suspension arm. Gee, this thing is a gem. Rear sway bar is messed up. That's no good. That's no good. Get rid of this. Gotta get rid of all this shock stuff, but even though these are okay. Yep, they're fine. We got a rear suspension arms gotta go. Like literally, we're taking apart the whole rear suspension on this thing. Sway bar red. Wow. Shock absorber. It's toast also. Yup. This is gonna be an expensive job. We're gonna make some good coin on this one. Alright, well the bushings up top are done. Oh, of course they are. Give me the bushings. I need your bushings. Bushings? There we go. On the plus side, the fuel pump looks okay. Needs a die grinder tool to cut the back suspension off. Yeah, just sever the whole back end of the car. We'll weld out a new one. Save a little time. I don't have any tools, I don't think, to do any body work on this car, though, unfortunately. That's all stuff you have to unlock, but you actually get to the point where you can do, like, full-on body work. Nope. I want to inspect. Show me the pads. Ooh, yeah, they're toast. These pads are toast. Get these out of here. Get that out of here. Okay. I don't think... the knuckle and everything's fine on this side, so what are we going to take off over here? It looks like it's just might be that sway bar. Which I can't take off yet. What am I going to grab first? What's holding me in here? This... I think it's this little... yeah, sway bar end link. There we go. That side's fine. The other one was toast. I can get that out. Man, we got a lot of pieces off this car. Okay. We're done tearing it apart, I think. For the moment. Yeah, check the oil filter. We'll check the air filter. We'll probably have to check everything in this car. What else have we got? I think there's two pieces we haven't discovered yet. Everything else we've found. There's going to be a lot of buying for this. That's a ton of stuff. Like, just crazy amounts. I'll check the oil filter here. Survey says oil filter 61%, so it's fine. Well, fine enough anyway. All right, 2 things we haven't identified yet. I have a feeling maybe it's bushings in this front end. Maybe. No, maybe not. Actually, they look okay. Use the sort before you purchase on the parts page, yeah. They basically did buy a shell. At least it's not rusted. That's one thing they did right. The rest of the car is just, you know, not so much. Of all the other cars that have come in, though, at least, you know, like, they often come in, like, just coated in rust, and this one's not so bad. I feel like I must be missing something suspension-related, because everything on this car has been about gearbox and suspension. What didn't identify? Anything I ripped off will be fine, because I'll identify it just by ripping it off. Let's lower this down. We'll take a look at the engine compartment and see if it's just a filter kind of thing. We haven't replaced the seat belts, yeah. Actually, you know, let's take a look at some of the simple stuff. We'll grab the battery. 61%, it's fine. We'll put it back. What else? What else? Oop. Check the air filter. Oh, wait a minute. I bet you it has to do with the radiator. There's probably fans in the radiator that are toast. Yeah, this fan housing looks like it's a mess. Yeah, score. Fan housing and the radiator and the housing fan. Okay, so both of those are toast. So that'll be the last 2 items, I think. Yep. Sweet. All right, we got all the pieces ripped off of this that we're going to have to rip off. Now it's just going to be like a huge purchase job. But I'm going to go and see if... I keep hitting that button. Survey says, stop doing what you're doing. There we go. We'll go over to the repair table and see if there's actually something in here I can fix. Look, of all those pieces I took out, I've got 1 clip and a rear suspension arm. Come on. And this suspension arm's not even that bad. I'm going to try fixing it anyway. Hey, sweet. We got them a free upgrade. I pulled off like 400 pieces off this car, and it gives me a little metal clip off the air intake that I took off that I can repair. That's just awesome. That repair business is really overrated. Okay, so everything's done in there. We've got it all pulled apart. Let's go into the inventory and take a look. Man. Let's see. Sort. Oh, wow. Look at these wonderful sorting options they give me. I can sort by this orange bar, or that orange bar, or this orange bar. That's not... There we go. By condition, that's not what I want. By name. There we go. See, now the trouble is I'm going to have to do by arrival time. Because I have intermingled parts. I still have things in my inventory from other cars I ripped apart. Look at all this. This is ridiculous. Holy cow. All right, let's start with the fans. They're right at the front. I can get those really easy. And I do have a little bit of a shopping list. I really should put these things in here in multiples when I find them, because now I don't know how many of each of them I need. Fan. All right, so it's fan housing B, and then radiator fan housing. So we can get that done. Oops. Oh, we fixed your car, sir. It's perfectly fine now. We put new. I picked the wrong housing. Of course I did. Nothing like wasting money. All right. Fortunately, you don't have to go like completely out to get it. You can just use the tablet. But okay, now we've got the right piece. Let's put that back in. So we put your fan back in for you, sir. The rest of your car is here in this box. If you could please kindly pick that up at your earliest convenience, that would be great. I'm gonna go down here and take a look at the stuff that I can't look at because I gotta raise the car up. Of course I do. Of course I do. Curses. Where's the replace all option? That would be nice. I'd like a sell all option too. Like having to go individually through and sell all the pieces really kind of stinks. Let's see. Let's go up here. We'll check this out. Okay, so we've got all kinds of clutch pieces we're gonna need to buy. So in the clutch, the clutch plate was fine, I think, but the pressure plate and the release bearing were toast. So we'll get those. We need a new gearbox, which would be better if I actually did it as a single word, the way it's supposed to be. Gearbox. Which gearbox was it? I don't remember. Nothing that can't be fixed with a hammer. We'll just stick the hammer to the hood of the car. That'll all be fine. Gearbox 14 is what I need. Gearbox 14. $617. This is... Oh, I need a flywheel. T. Give me a flywheel. Flywheel? Yeah. $500. This is going to be one big expensive build. It's good that they bought this car new and now they're coming here to pay me a ton of money. I like a lot. This on. Take your money. Smash your car. When's the next time you stream? We can count the amount of times you die. Crazy Cat. I'm going to be playing Fortnite tomorrow. And there is a possibility of death in that, although it's very low. I haven't died in it yet. On the weekend, I might play some Don't Starve Together, and that's always a good opportunity for me to die. So there'll be that. And then probably Oxygen Not Included again next week. Okay, that's done. I need a drive shaft. Drive shaft. Not a driver shaft, a drive shaft. Front drive shaft. That's good. We need some axles. No, that's not what we want. Axle? There we go. Front drive axle C, I believe they were. Maybe I should check that before I buy it. Measure twice, cut once, and all that business. Okay, give me my inventory. No, inventory. Oh, come on. Where are we here? Front drive axle. Front drive axle C. I was right. Figures. Of course I was right. I need two of those because it was toast on both sides. I need inner tie rods and I need outer tie rods, so we'll grab both of them. Get me them outers. There we go. Perfect. All right, that'll give me a good start to get some of these things in here. Can you open up the skill tree to see what different skills you can earn? Yeah, sure. All right, so over here, you go to the toolbox, and that's where you get your skills. So at the lower level, you get stuff like 50% faster parts examination, 50% faster screwing and unscrewing, installing and removing parts, 10% walking speed. I guess when you get a really big shop, that might come in handy. Stuff to increase your discounts. These great big ones here are the ones that expand on your shop. So this one added the repair table. The next one adds like a part storage. There's another lift that comes in and another parking spot in the garage. This one over here gives you your paint bay, dyno, another lifter. So you end up with 3 lifters in your garage. You end up with a really huge garage actually when you're done. And then all these other little pieces, and you're going to add stuff in like diagnostic components. Like there's a pressure test. Oh, look here. Here's what we can do more. Oh, that's more repairing. Somewhere here that we should be able to start being able to do body work. Maybe that's when we get closer to having this the paint bay. Or maybe it's just that we can use the... Oh, yeah, there you go. You can repair body parts off of this. So when you get this up to level 6, you can do body parts. So there's quite a lot in there. And it's a relatively slow progression. Like, I've done a lot of cars already, and I'm only level 11 so far. So, like, this is the kind of thing I can play at for a while. Plus, yeah, I mean, you can build all kinds of different cars and stuff, I guess, too. Got a drive shaft. That's all good. Oh, I didn't grab a steering rack yet. We're going to need that. Show me the steering rack. That's right. I love a good rack. Steering rack. Alright, tie rods. There's one thing I really wish they had better control of, and this is the camera. Right, I need a knuckle, and I'm going to need a knuckle cover too, I think, on this one. Knuckles. Front steering knuckle A, I need that. And front axle knuckle cover, I need that. There we go. We'll get that on there. Now let me put the outer tie rod on. We can put in our fancy new knuckle cover. If I could actually aim at it. Hello. What's going on? Oh, I gotta put in. Yeah, you gotta tighten on the last piece first. It's like building Lego. I just expect all the pieces to stick together. Okay, I should probably get a new lower suspension arm. And the bushings are not so bad. Okay. Lower susp. I don't remember if I needed both sides. So I'm just going to grab the one for now. No. Build. There we go. Get our bushings in. Yeah, that's all good. Perfect. Get our wheel hub on. There we go. Ventilated disc power. Ooh, did I get pads yet? I don't think I did. No, I did not. How many pads did I need? I actually don't remember. No. Escape. No, I hit the wrong button again. Alright. Brake pads. We need, there's one there. Was there really just one? I can't remember if I got this off of this car or the other car. I really gotta remember to start selling my parts in between. Here's all the parts for the clutch I took off, so it must be off of this car. So I've got at least 2 brake pads I need. I mean, I enjoy the game, so I know I've seen some mixed reviews on it already, in part because people don't like that the game's not really optimized yet. I mean, it's a relatively high graphics quality game, but you're having to play it at a slightly lower graphics quality because it's not optimized. Hurry up, the guy sitting in your lobby. I hope he went out for coffee because this guy's got a long wait. So I mean, from my perspective, for $20, this game's great. I'm really enjoying it so far. Does it have things about it that I think should be done better? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think that makes or breaks? Do I think it breaks the game by not having that stuff? Nah. It'll get better over time. They've been pushing hotfixes pretty fast. Oops, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Brake pads on. Plus, I like the fact that the progression's not super fast. Because I feel like if I got through this too quickly, I'd be done and wanting to move on to another game really fast. Whereas I feel like I'm actually having to work to get ahead in this game. It's a little bit repetitive because you're kind of doing the same stuff over and over again. But I do like that it's just not like an automatic, you play for a little while, like a couple hours in and you're done kind of thing. Inspect me. Inspect my parts. Did I check the bearing here? I don't think I did. Wheel hub? Alright. So this one's okay. Put it back together. Got our drive axle in. Oh, I just put in the bad one. That's what we want. Perfect. Tie rods. Tie rod ends, or outer tie rods. Want some pot? No, I'm good, thanks. Maybe the guy that's waiting in the lobby for this poor car, he might need some. He's not gonna have a good day when I give him the bill. Sometimes the mouse pointer on this is a little off too. It's hard to get it to go where I want it all the time. I guess I can put the wheel back on this side. Although there's still I think there's still like 2 pieces we haven't identified the problem on yet. Or oh no, I did get those because that was the fan. Right. All right, how are we doing so far? Boom. We got a brake caliper that needs doing. I hope that's on the rear because I just put all this back together. I think it is on the rear. I think it's on this side. Inspect. Yeah. Okay, good. Brake disc. Brake pads. New caliper. Oh. Shaboo. Why do I feel like I should be having another new caliper here? Yeah, it really doesn't. You can't put the car together wrong. Like, it's not hard. The game itself really it's not a difficult game. I do like that there's a little bit of a puzzle to it, but it's not like an insurmountable kind of thing. You don't have to exactly remember the order of all the stuff because it tells you the order to put it all back together in. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Oh, rear sway bar I have not replaced yet. Let's get that. Rear sway. Ah, crud. Is it an A or B? Come on, let me in my inventory. Alright, go this way. Rear sway bar A. Perfect. Okay, which means I can put this back on. Preferably the one that's actually intact. This wheel can go back on. Oops. Okay, this side is done. Oh, I did it again. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Shoddy mechanics work over here. Oh, right, I ripped the whole side of this thing off. I kind of forgot about that. Rear knuckle axle housing A. I have not replaced that. Suspension. Let's see. Front. Rear knuckle housing A. There we go. I'll get one of them. There. Yay. Now what? Ooh, right. Rear suspension arm and rear shock is over A. Rear susp. And rear shock. Need a bigger dumpster upgrade? Well, you actually just sell the junk pieces, which is kind of nice. It's just I have to remember to do it. So if you leave them in your inventory, obviously they kind of clog everything up. But you can just sell them off. So even though the pieces are like, what happened there? I thought I just bought a rear suspension arm. Did I not? I thought I just bought one. Did I buy the wrong one? Come on, that would be just like me. Rear susp. I did. Ah, come on. I like wasting cash. I buy pieces I don't need. But like, sir, you're going to pay me so much money for this job, I can afford to buy pieces I don't even need. Alright, get this on here. I think there's a bushing I'm going to need to replace in there, too. Take that. Yeah. Rear suspension arm B. There we go. Oh, no. Put that in right here. And there's the bushings. Okay, they're good. I thought they were going to be toast. I was like, man, there's got to be at least a few bushings back here I've got to replace. I know the one on this end I have to do. Rear sway bar end link. This one is toast. Yep. Almost done. I'm getting there. It takes forever, actually. Rear sway bar end... Wait. End link. Sway bar rear end link. There we go. Like I said, this is not exactly a high-action game. This is just kind of chilling. I was going to have to do all this stuff anyway, so I thought, as long as I'm playing... Oh, right, this is the suspension arm I fixed. Ah, there's the bushing. The dreaded bushings. I need 2 of those. At least. Give to me the bushings. I knew I was going to do all this stuff to try to level up anyway, so I thought... Ah, it's a small bushing. Ah. I spent a good couple $100 that I didn't need to on this particular one. Excellent work. Have a good night, Richard. Thanks for coming and checking things out. Let's get the small bushing in here. All right, now we can put this thing on. Yeah. Rubber bushing in here. I guess it's okay. I bought this anyway. I can give him a new bushing. Rubber bushing in there. Rubber bushing in here. All right, what do we got? What What do we got? Wheel Hub 3. Oh, that one's toast. Wheel Hub 3 is toast. I can't wait to see how much this is going to pay us. Anytime I've had to do the gearbox, it's been a pretty decent amount. There we go. Perfect. Rear wheel hub, that can go on. It's fine. Fine. Throw a little bearing in. Brake pads. Oh, I thought I brought enough brake pads. I guess I didn't. Brake pads. Give me the brake pads. There. Sweet. Now we're good. Snap on a little caliper. Okay. Probably more important than the money in this game. Small rubber bearing. Oh, I need another small one. Is the experience that you get from doing these bigger builds too. Just because, like, it seems to take quite a while to level up. With any luck, this should push me at least into level 12, because I'm at 5,600 to 5,800, so we get another point we can spend. I'm not sure at what point the junkyard opens up. I'm hoping it's around level 12. Oh, good, I didn't buy something I didn't need. Yeah! I bought that piece and then thought I didn't need it, so it turns out I actually did. Sweet. Save some cash. Okay. I think we got the whole back end of this thing put back together now. Yeah, so we can put all this on. Ah, I messed it up again. Silly mouse. Silly mouse, tricks are for kids. Oh, come on. Somewhere I put brake pads on that I didn't like, and I had to swap them out. Killing me. The game's killing me. Those are green pads, so those ones are fine. I just put new pads on there. This side here, I think I used new pads on. Where is it? Let me see. Brake pads. I can't see them. No, those ones are green, so they're good. This side over here. It's those bushings at the back too. Like okay, yeah. This apparently they didn't want me to use yellow brake pads on this guy. Nah. Terrible. I'm not like doing everything twice. Just when I thought I was done. All right. It's easy enough to do at least. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the star highlight thing here to see which ones it wants me to look at. I don't normally do that. But when it comes to the bushings and things, like it's such a nuisance to hunt around for them. There we go. All right, so that'll take care of the brake pad problem. Actually, you know, before I do this, I probably should make sure that I don't have a caliper I have to do. Rubber bushing, small rubber bushing, brake caliper. I do have to do the brake caliper. Let's see which one it's talking about. I have a feeling it might be this one. No, maybe not. Oh, it's the brake caliper on the other side? Come on. Now, if I use that blue highlighting thing all the time, I wouldn't have that issue, because I wouldn't put on parts that I really ought to be swapping out. Maybe I should do that more. I've kind of been avoiding it, because I don't know. I know it's a feature of the game, but it feels almost like cheating. Because it makes it easy. Like, it just points right out to you the stuff you have to do. But mind you, it would have saved me a little bit of double work this time, so maybe I shouldn't complain about that. Caliper. There we go. I don't think I've ever had to replace the cylinder on this so far. case you don't like putting one original piece back. Yeah, it depends. I mean, so sometimes the condition of the car will accept. Oh no, here's the problem here: repair with minimal parts condition 100%. That's what I'm doing wrong. So the reality is, like, whenever you have that scenario, if you take a piece off, you really need to put it back in good condition. Although sometimes if you put back the original piece, it doesn't consider it a problem. If the people are willing to accept a lower condition on the repair, then you can use pieces that are a little bit more worn out. But that is apparently not the case here. I have a feeling that, yeah. Oh, there's 3 bushings I have to do. Okay, so I need 1 small and 2 regular rubber bushings. And then we're totally going to have to clear out our inventory because I have a ton of stuff in there right now. Whoops, I only need one of these. Okay. I'm going to inspect over here, and then I'm going to use this to take it out. Whoops. No, no. No, no. There we go. That's 1 down. Other ones were... There's a small one down here we have to deal with. Small rubber bushing. Give me the small rubber bushing. There we go. It's funny, this one here you have to take the whole part out and then actually choose the bushings. Wait, I just bought a small rubber bushing. I'm not going to risk putting this thing back together with bad ones. I got to get another small rubber bushing. Where is it? There we go. Okay, I got it now. We're good. Dynamite. Alright, 1 more bushing and this car can get out of my shop. Except... Give me the bushing. There. Okay, I think this is it. I think we might finally have this car repaired. Survey says... stars can go. This one can go. We're good. Yeah, that was a ton of parts in this thing. Look at that. It's like 2 full pages. That's ridiculous. Parts generic across cars, so maybe just buy 20 of each bushing. Yeah, you're right. There are a whole bunch of them that are really generic, like the bushings and stuff. Absolutely. I did get lucky that piece was needed. I thought I just wasted the money, but it's not like it's all that much. I mean, most of those pieces that, like, when you buy them, it's like 20 bucks or something. So it's nothing crazy. Oh, man. All right, so we spent $3,982 on parts for this thing. We're getting like $3,800 worth of labor and stuff on it. Total payout $8,173. That's a pretty significant repair job for a car that the guy said they bought brand new that the dealer assured them was awesome. Just goes to show you, don't trust the dealer. Finish the order. Get this thing out of my shop. The car is incomplete because I have the starter off. Of course I do. Back to the engine compartment, and then hopefully it recognizes I'm in there this time. Here's your car, sir. Let me just push it out in the lot for you, because for some reason it doesn't want to start. I'm not sure why. We looked everywhere, but we couldn't figure out what was missing. But it won't start. I'm just trying to salvage. I'm trying to salvage pieces, so that when I'm going to put together my own car, I'll have all these extra pieces laying around that were supposed to go back in other people's cars that I just sort of kept. So we almost had a starter. All right, let's get this car out of here. Boom, that's a good chunk of cash. Saving game. Oh yeah, they put this autosave in now in the latest update. And look at that wonderful black screen. Oh, awesome. What time is it? It's 12:20. All right, I'm going to take a quick look at the car. I'm gonna have to go back to the main menu. Save game, return to main menu. So what I think we'll do is we'll go out. I'll show you that car that I bought. For anyone that's kind of popped in the stream a little later, we did buy a car that we're going to do some repairs on. We're not in a place where we can do any body work on it, though, which really kind of stinks. We can't do anything to fix up that part of it. But we can do the mechanical pieces of it, and I can kind of build it up over time. And I'm kind of wondering if you can auction off a car that's in terrible shape body-wise, but still make a profit off of fixing the mechanical components of it. I'm not sure if you can or not. But out here, I think it's this door. Nope, that's the mystery. That's the mystery door that doesn't open. Oh, it's this door over here. Over here we have our parking area. And as you buy cars, you've got this parking spot that you can put the cars in. And it's like this multi-level garage. But I don't know if you can actually use any of the other levels. But here's the car that I bought. Wow, that body looks significantly better than it did when it was in the garage. Or in the barn. It's not nearly as dirty. Somebody must have washed it on the way over. But I mean, it looks like it's mostly... Oh, look at that. That's disgusting. I mean, it's mostly here. I wonder if we could take this thing for a test drive. Car status. Oh, man. Okay, so I guess for these builds, you have to go through and just, like, assess everything because you don't have any clue about the condition of the car. Car price, $123,000. That was not what I paid. That's a good profit if I could sell this thing. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder... Move to garage. I'm going to take a peek at here and just kind of see what see if I can get any sense of what mechanical stuff is I need to do on it. Where'd my door go? I came through like right here. This is like the TARDIS. I stepped out right here. No, there's no door. How do I get back to my shop? They put me on a garage level with no doors, and I can't go up or down, I don't think. How do I get out of here? Aha, right click. That's what I gotta do. I gotta teleport. Yeah, it took a long time to do that last car, but it did get us a pretty decent payout. Like I said, pretty much any time that I've had a car where I've had to get into the gearbox, it's had a really reasonable payout, probably because there's a lot of work involved in doing that. I haven't had to do any pistons yet. The most I've had to do was like the covers underneath the piston. Let me see. What can I do with this thing? Assemble mode. Can I send this thing to the test path? Ooh, I can. Oh, cannot start engine. Yep, that's going to be a problem. So, alright, I'm going to put this thing on the lift and we'll take a little peek. I'm already past the time I would normally stream. I normally stop at about midnight Eastern. Oh, look, there's no windshield. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, take that for a test drive. Or is it there and it's just really, really clean because the mirror's hanging there? That's weird. It looks like the windows are missing on this. Like it's got no glass. I don't know. Whatever. Take a peek at the hood. Alright. There's an ignition coil missing, so that might stop the car from starting a little bit. Maybe. Let's see if we can get this and give it a quick little OBD scanner test. That'll tell me if there's any deal with the electronics going on. We can do a compression test. That'll give us an idea if there's any issues with the engine. Actually, most of this is pretty good. I'm just only checking 3 ignition coils because there's one missing. Let's see. We'll do another test. Compression test. We might get lucky and the pistons and everything will be fine, and maybe it'll be like minor repairs on this thing to get it running. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna buy an ignition coil for this thing, and then I wonder if I'll be able to, if it'll start then. Ignition coil. That'd be really funny if it did. All right, let's see if I can actually send this thing to a test path now. Oh, I can. Sweet. All I needed was the ignition coil, and it starts. Nice. I wonder if I can auction this thing off. I don't have an auction. I don't have the auction unlocked yet, but when I get to the point where I can, I wonder. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm having problems with the bitrate on YouTube. How's the stream quality? Is it getting really low on YouTube? It should still be fine on Twitch, I think, but it looks like I'm getting a notice for just okay quality on YouTube at the moment. Wow, the brakes are even in good shape. I think we might have gotten a decent car here, actually. There's not all that much wrong with this thing mechanically. I mean, it doesn't have any glass. The seam's fine? Okay, that's good. Looks like a Nissan Fairlady Z. I mean, it could be. I mean, they gave this thing an Asian-style name, but, I mean, it's hard to tell. I wonder if it'll let me drive it without a windshield, because I don't think it has one, even though the mirror is, like, hanging in the sky there. Actually, the condition of most of the stuff is pretty good for something that was hanging out in a barn. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try and take this thing out to the test track. I don't know if it'll let me or not, but we'll find out in a second. A really interesting Korean drama. Alright, test track. Sakura Moon. There's a serpentine belt missing. How did I just drive the car in the test area without a serpentine belt? Alright. Whatever. Maybe it's just for something like the air conditioning. Alright, let's get that over there. It's interesting how there's just like random parts missing on these. Okay. Survey says. Actually, these parts all look like they're in decent shape. How's this belt doing? Serpentine belt B. It's yellow, but it's not awful. Okay, what belt am I missing? I think it's serpentine belt A. T. Give me the belt. There we go. Rebuild me. Yeah. Alright, anything else obviously missing on this thing? Doesn't look like it. Aha! I really want to test drive this thing. Test track. Sakura Moon. No oil in the engine. Yep. Nope. I guess that would be important. Alright. Let's get this thing up. I'm gonna get the oil filter off, I guess. Might as well pop in a new one. Yeah, we just had a serpentine belt, but... and it was the one for the alternator, yeah. This filter looks like it's brand new. 93%. That thing is going back on. Okay, I think we just gotta throw some oil in here. So I'll get this down. Somewhere in here, there we go. There's the oil cap. So I think if we throw a little bit of oil in, maybe we'll be able to take this thing for a spin. That'd be sweet. All right, that's done. All right, let's try that again. Third time's a charm. Maybe. I mean, for a car that we just hauled out of a barn, if this thing drives, I think I'll be kind of impressed. Hey, it's gonna work. I don't think I have a windshield though. I don't wonder what this will be like. The interior doesn't look that bad. Man, that's a really terrible camera angle though. Oh! It's good thing it's my car. And it doesn't take crash damage. That's even doubly good. Actually, this for all the cars that I've tested out so far, the ones that we've been dealing with so far today, this one's actually got the best handling. And it's one I took out of a barn. That's pretty cool. Sweet. Brakes. I think we might need brakes. Possibly tires. Sell your stock. I wonder if I think the only way you can sell like whole cars in this game though, like you're right, yeah, the inventory I need to sell out. But I think the only way you can sell like the whole cars is if you get on the auction, and I haven't got that unlocked just yet. I'm kind of curious. Maybe I should keep it to tune later. Yeah, I mean this thing's in reasonably good shape. I'll probably just send it back to the garage for now because I can't do much else with it. But we got it into running condition. It's not fantastic. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we go into the assembly mode, yeah, see the windshield is missing on this thing. So are all the side windows. I mean, all things considered, for the price that we paid for this thing, we got it running really fast, and there's not really much in terms of like missing parts. There's obviously some bodywork that's needed on it and some paint, but this thing's in good shape. And it's saying the value of the car is like $123,000. Oh, not anymore. It's not. Now it's saying $25,902. What? Aw, man. I fixed it up and now it's no good. front shock absorber is questionable. Rear shocks are questionable. Man, there's still lots of things in here that are unknowns. Maybe once we get all these things figured out. Sport tire, rod cap. No. All right. I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight, though. This has been kind of fun. I'm going to send this thing back to the garage for now. We'll deal with it later. Assuming I can do that. Hello? How do I send this? Why can't I pick my car? Oh, I'm in assembly mode. Normal mode. There we go. Let's send this thing back to the parking. Get that clear out of there. I'm going to do some more jobs off camera, I guess. Try to earn a little bit more cash. Yeah, it might be if it's in 100% condition. I mean, there was a lot of stuff on it that we still had to do. So $25,000, I think, was in the neighborhood of what we paid for it, right? So once we get that kind of stuff fixed up and we get the body of it fixed up, maybe then it's worth $125,000. That's pretty cool. Take it apart one video. Yeah, well, when I get to the point of doing the body, like I'd like to do like a full build car, like get something from the scrapyard that's just a complete disaster, like just an absolute flat out mess with missing pieces and tons of rust and all that kind of stuff. And I'd like to get in there and like start from the bottom and build it all the way up and maybe do that on a video. But we're not at the point that we can do body work on the car yet because my level just isn't high enough. Actually, I got another level. Let's see if I can get the new... It'd be nice if I could get the new garage expansion. Tell me I can get it. Yes, I can. Sweet. Ah, look at that. Our garage got bigger. Okay, so we have a second lift. We now have an engine lift here, engine crane. We have a parts warehouse here, so we can store excess parts in this place now. And actually, I think all my parts in here are toast, so there's really nothing that's going to be worth storing in there. But that's sweet. So we've got that. We've got a new office. Look at this. Swanky digs now. I have multiple computers. I have like 3 computers. I'm rich. I don't know why I have 3, but whatever. But anyway, so we did get ahead a little bit. I got the garage expanded, which is what I really wanted to do. Actually, let me take a look and see. I think I might have to be level 13 before I can go to the junkyard. Yeah, I still can't do the junkyard. Ah, hate that. I'm not gonna come back and do some more videos of this because I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's not like the most exciting or engaging game, but I actually really enjoy taking it apart, puzzling it out, and putting it back together. And I can't wait to build my whole car from the ground up. That'll be sweet. But thanks everyone for checking out the video or the stream. Thanks to those of you who were chatting in the stream also, and for catching some of the points that I was missing when I was trying to pull some of the cars back together. But I'm going to do another stream tomorrow night. I'll actually be playing some Fortnite at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time checking it out, then maybe consider clicking on the subscribe button. This is sort of a different kind of video than what I often do. I don't do a lot of simulator-style videos, but this is just something I really wanted to jump around and play around with. But thanks, everyone, for checking out the stream. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.